Right, let's be starting soon. If you're in the chat, just say hi. Been a few glitches in the matrix, so I'm not sure who's where. So if you're there, just say hi. Right. We'll be starting shortly. Man, it's gonna be a full flight today, guys. Let me get the old weather up. Not a real time. Well, actually, no, we could do real time. I've never landed in the dark, and I think it will be dark by the time we get there. You're all right, Richard. I can see you there. All right, Darren, Nib. Right, so let's clear off this There we go. Hello. Right. Controller is not even plugged in. There we go. Now it is. Whew. Wow, what a time. How's it going, everyone? What's this say? New tweet from Curtis? Got some sort of... I don't know anything about that. That's not me. Man. I tell you, ever since YouTube have completely nuked their old studio for creators to upload their videos with, going live streaming on YouTube has been a right unless you do it from your mobile straight away, you know. So, right, where's... Oh, that's come up on the other screen. Man, you should be on that screen. Right. And I didn't even hear that come up, so I don't know if you guys heard that. That's fun. Mad. Right, let's install that. Can hear that now. And let's start the sim up. So, today I've been basically trying to get loads of stuff working in the sim. And, yeah. I finally did it, but it was alright to do. So, basically, the Quality Wings aircrafts, you know, the BAE 146, the 757 and the 787, I've been trying to, like... been waiting for them to give me some sort of acknowledgement that they're gonna... Why is my mouse not grabbing that? Oh, computer's completely gone. I've been given... There you go. Some acknowledgement that, you know, oh yeah, we're going to be starting to work towards version 5 with our existing fleet of aircraft, but I've gone into the forums and they're not even updated. Like, there's, I think, 3 or 4 post updates for this year only. There's nothing really regularly sort of current. Man, I'm not even sure they're still going as a company. I think they are. They are still going. Like, posts are active. There we go. That's better. That was weird. But it's just, yeah, it's all very, I don't know. It's all very weird for me, I find. So anyway, I thought, well, okay, I don't want to do it with PMDG. I'm not going to mess with them because they've stated when they're going to go with their products into version 5. But for Quality Wings, you know, is it a case of we can just directly install her? I don't know. Let's give it a go. So I did, and the 757 was easy. That kind of just, yeah, normal installation, you know, except when it came for my liveries. So in my liveries of where's my... There it is. For Quality Wings, like I like to fly with liveries. I don't like to fly with stock, you know, livery things. So where we got it down here. So yeah, 757, I've got like loads of liveries installed. So nothing for that one though. Where is it? Got UPS for one version, some FedEx, some American Airlines. There's one where there's loads. I think it's this one. Here we are. American Airlines, you know, Delta, the usual sort of suspects. And of course, the way they're installed is you use this dispatcher through Quality Wings somewhere in here. There's a dispatcher somewhere. I can't, wherever. Livery manager, there it is. So for 757, but unfortunately, if you try and run that, it'll just come up with, well, you haven't got it on your computer, because obviously this isn't for version 5. And it's the same with the 787 and the 146. So the only way I found the way you can get all these in, right, all 3 of them in, is by installing it into version 4, just like you normally would, okay? And then, I mean, I've still got something of version 4 still left in my system. Like I have actually wiped it off, as you can see. There's nothing in these files. They're skeletal. It's a skeletal structure here. So what you have to do is you go in here, you'll find the plane in your SimObjects airplanes, and literally cut and paste everything out, right? After you've added your liveries, you know, use your liveries using the livery manager within 4 and put it across once you've done that, once you've configured your aircraft, then move them into 5 and they show up and they work, except for 787. The braking, like the tiller, the rudder system on that is just, it don't work. And I'm like, what? And there's something else I had to do. So basically, whenever there's an update to a plane, like when I buy a plane, you know, I download the installation and then I keep every single update, hotfix, you know, saved as well. And I think the 787 has had like 3 or 4 hotfixes since it got released. I think I got it when it first came out for version 4. There's been about 3 or 4 updates since then, so I've kept them all. So basically, I reinstalled. So I installed it from the the latest installer, and that was it really, because that's supposed to contain the full installation. But when I went back to one of the hotfixes, which I think it was like the second or third one, and I actually reinstalled that one. Right, you're right, Andy. I reinstalled the hotfix, and when I went into the sim, the 787, the wheels weren't still working. But I mean, this isn't like a guide on how to do it, guys. This is just what I did to get this thing working. Is into your options and to your assignments for calibration, and I've actually got I've got one designed exactly for the 787, because basically all your steering, all your num and everything has to be like sensitivity on simple control to the fullest, null zone to the lowest, you know. Oh, hello, Colin. Mate, thank you. Like the page. Don't know what page that was. Where is it? Where is that transmitting from? You can't like on a... Anyway, I don't know. You're right, Don. I can see it there, mate. Yeah, so basically put that to the fullest, put that to the shortest, and then finally it works. So we are doing a flight. It's not compatible, Don, with version 5, but I've been able to get it working in version 5. That's it. Right, so we're going to do a full flight today, guys. This is the first time I'm going to be doing a full flight. And we're going from Birmingham, my local airport, all the way across the channel to, what is that? Austria, down into Innsbruck, guys. Innsbruck. And to be honest, I mean, I bought Innsbruck about 2 years ago. I've never ever landed there or took off from there. I've never been there. So this will be the first time for me, guys. But that's where we're going, okay? I don't need this. This is the flight plan database. Get rid of that. I'm gonna use let's use ATC as well. So in order to do that, we need to actually create a flight plan, don't we? So I'll just pop in the flight plan that I loaded from, here we are, that I made for this specifically. Hopefully it registers the route correctly. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use the FMC, because I've never, to be honest, used the FMC. Innsbruck with a 787. Is that even possible, Don? I don't know, because I've never flown into Innsbruck. So this will be the first time. What's the fuel burn for this thing? Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, interesting. Anyway, we'll just fuel it up full. 23,000 feet. Remember that one. Do you want to move your airport? No, actually, I don't, because yeah, load in that. But then I want to make sure the runway, that we're actually not on the runway and we're actually at a gate. That would be nice. Gate 58. Hopefully that's an actual gate and not a ramp. Right, now we can go in, and yes. Right, so we're going to reset the time, and we're going to load in Rex Weather Sync, which is already running, ready. Here we go. Honestly, guys, it might be pitch black by the time we land there, if it'll even load. You know what I'm saying? Hang on, let me bring up chat here. So yeah, basically 787, getting it in is easy. You just install it, you know, and when you install it, so actually that's, I mean, hang on, let me start again, man. I'm getting a bit. So the way I installed it is I installed it into version 4 first, right? And then, you know, added all my liveries. Okay, but I actually then went and installed it into version 5, and when it comes up with the path, where do you want it, just turn the 4 into a 5 and let it install into my version 5 simulator as well. So that way now I've got 2 copies, and I had to activate these things. So I had like 6 activations because I was doing it for version 4 and for version 5. You all right, Jacob? So install it into 4, install it into 5, go to 4, do all your livery and your aircraft arrangement with that dispatcher, okay? Once you've done that, go into sim objects, take all your planes, and then copy them across and just overwrite the files in 5. And then that, boom, gets them all in with the liveries full. The way they do their liveries, man, is so weird. Because it doesn't even add it to the CFG file. The CFG file does not get updated with delivery information like a normal plane does. It's so weird. Anyway, that's how I did it. So, if you guys want to know how, that's how it is. No errors, no, none so far. Yeah, they're yours. No errors. I haven't had any errors. The only thing is when I first loaded it in, the rudder system wouldn't work, and I was like, oh, how do I get by this? And I basically had to go into the what you call it, you know, your calibration, and turn the sensitivity right up to max, and turn down the null zone. And also I went in, which I'll show you when this comes up, I actually went into my chase plane as well, and I completely killed all the ground shaking effects for every single camera system to do with the 787. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but I know it is with EasyDock, so I figure must have a similar thing happen with chase plane. So just for kicks, I thought I'd give it a go, and lo and behold, I'm able to steer normally with my rudder now, and all the ailerons work and everything's normal. But it wasn't normal when I first loaded in. I literally could not load in at all. So anyway, I've never flown the 787 before, guys. I've only ever really done general aviation, so I'm gonna get the full crew in, guys, to help me out here. So we're using this one, Ultimate Crew. That's just really for fun. But these guys here, that's going to help me. I'll put this on the other screen, though, so it's not in the way. Let me set it up. I think I could actually load the flight plan as well from here. Documents. Flight plan. There it is. Yay! Now, speeds. Doesn't have the speeds here, so man, I don't know what the speeds are. Should we make it up? Let's make it up. I'm gonna say 120 for that. I'm gonna say 145 for that. Take off at 160. and I don't even know what VREF is. Flat position, we'll go with 2. Whatever. I don't know what any of these are. I don't even know what the weight limits are for this aircraft. I only wanted to fly it as a test, to be honest. I wanted to fly into Innsbruck, basically. Somebody recommended, I can't remember, was it you, Darren? Somebody said about doing a flight into Innsbruck. So I was going, yeah, go on then. We'll do Innsbruck. So I'm not going to configure that. Save. Load. Whatever. Save. There we go. Your payload will be loaded when you connect. Okay. Cancel that then. So how's everybody doing? It's you know, it's Wednesday, isn't it? Wednesday evening. What we got? What's the posses doing? We got 5 on YouTube, we got 3 on Twitch. Twitch, you're getting beaten again. I'm sure you'll come back. Oh, we also need self-loading cargo. Has anybody had any long loading times, by the way? With since the hotfix, it takes forever to load now. Not me. It's the short runway. Good luck with it. It's a short runway. Oh dear. Hang on. Can 787s actually land at Innsbruck? Hang on. 787 landing. Oh, this is going to be interesting if it's not even possible. Man, I haven't researched anything for this. Here we go. You got 787 landing at Innsbruck. Yeah, there's been a few people landing at it. Yeah, it's totally possible. The 8 airport approaches pilots find most challenging. And there's Innsbruck's. Oh. As number 1. That can't be right. Surely Lukla would be number 1. I don't think these are in order. Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Mexico City. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. Might as well have something to look at as well. Mexico City. Gibraltar. May Seychelles. I think that all these are in my pilot's life project that I'm doing. I've got dangerous landings in there. Funchal and Madeira. London City. Oh, I suppose, yeah, because it's in the water, isn't it? That runway. Gosh, there you go. So this should be a fun flight then, guys. Should it? Not try to... Oh, anyway. I mean, to be honest, I've heard people saying that their 787 has crashed, or like crashed to desktop, so we might have a CTD in our hands, guys. After that, we're going to play with the MD11 after that. With I'm going to try that PACX from TFDi design as well. I can't run it, though, with self-loading cargo at the same time. It just kills the audio for some reason. So, hopefully, it won't when I run it on its own. Here we go. And we're on the runway. Even though I said a gate.
Welcome aboard. We ask that you please
What's that all about?
at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartment.
This don't look like a gate to me, does it, guys?
Your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff.
We're in cold and dark.
Personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones. Smoking is prohibited for the duration of the flight.
Hang on a sec. GSX might be able to warp me there. Yeah, man, get me some parking. 8 suitable parkings. That'll do. 2 small. Well, that's not suitable then, is it? Heavy. There we go. We'll have gate 40. Warp me there. Ah! Bit it. What? It put me on the runway, man. I didn't even ask for that. I said take me to, you know, a gate, a ramp. Right, try that again. Man, it took like 5 minutes to load it. Actually, it took about 15. Maybe I need flight control up as well. Might as well have that up. I'll have to bring these boys out to here now because flight control takes over that screen. Move that up. Put out air. Man. I hope that doesn't interfere with the weather. Have I got Orbex Terraflora? No. Well. Oh, the tree. Sorry. You say Terraflora. It just registered in my head. Not Terra. Was it True Earth? Don't know why. No, I didn't get Terraflora. I think I was looking at that, right? And those screenshots look identical to the screenshots from Turbulent Design. I know they're the Turbulent trees, but they look identical to the pictures from, you know what I mean? It's like, is it actually like a new version? Have they been updated in any way, or have they just made it work in version 5 and are like reselling it? Because those tree models don't look any different than what I used in version 4. Did you get it, Darren? Oh man, I keep clicking that by mistake. There we go. You've got it, Darren. Tell me what tree models are like, mate. You know, are they any different than version 4? Here we go. Maybe I shouldn't load a flight plan. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll just, we won't load a flight plan. But see, I want to use the ATC, man. If you already have Turbulent Designs, I wouldn't bother. It looks like it gives a better variation in colors. So, slightly better colors of the trees. That's it. Are they still the crisscross ones? Because that's what they were in Turbulent, weren't they? They're crisscross trees, but they just didn't look like crisscross when you're on the ground. You know, they just look like better models. And I'll tell you what they look like, the Turbulent ones from version 4. I've got this freeware tree thing for FSX that changed the default FSX trees. And, I mean, they're totally freeware. But they look really gorgeous and really, like, high definition. And those reminded me of Turbulent when they launched them. You know, it kind of looked almost the same. Should I load a flight plan? I've put a gate in. What if I load a flight plan now? Actually, you know what? Forget it. We'll just jazz it. Go away. Right. Start this beast. Can you use Terraflora with Orbex? I think, yeah, from what I remember, Terraflora actually recommended that you had the Orbex ones because I think they used their models or something. I'm not really sure. Use SimBrief. Yeah, I've got SimBrief and I have saved a flight thing. Hang on, let me go to it. In fact, I don't know if you're meant to save it to here because, to be honest, I got this 787 years ago and I've never actually flown it proper. But I put it here. It says put your flight plans here, but I just left it here. I don't know if that's what you do or if you have to actually... Oh, it says put it in the folder. That's okay. It should see that. You're at 41,000 feet on the way to Kuwait. Man, my breath's not that bad, is it? In the 777, so I can't see the trees. Get the binoculars out, man. Hey. Yeah, Richard, I got to say, I've set it up through SimBrief, which I did have. Where is it? Here it is. Here's the flight plan. So we're gonna go by this baby here. I'm gonna try and load it through up properly, but as I say, guys, you know, I'm still flying Cessnas, guys. Like, okay, Richard, you're gonna have to help me through this, all right, mate? Although I have got the two boys here to set everything up in the cockpit, they're gonna do the, you know, that for me. But and I'm just gonna do the flying and the management of everything, and then hopefully it'll all work out. It's only a couple of hour flight, so it's a quick one. They look improved, but just don't look too close. You can use them, yeah. So yeah, so it's a quick flight to Innsbruck, and then we're going to get out the MD11, and I'm going to see what that's like. And we're going to have a fly around with that as well. That one will probably fly around Great Britain, to be honest. Oh, actually, did I put back in my add-ons? Oh, I did, yeah, Birmingham. That's all right. I don't know if I put that back in or not. SimBrief will export the flight plan to the correct folder. Oh, do you know what I could do? Oh, I haven't set it up anyway, so I won't bother. Oh, does it export the flight plan to the correct folder? But then it would export it to version 4 surely, because SimBrief don't know about version 5, does it? I mean, when I went to save it, I did save the Quality Wings option, but I think it was just about to go into my documents folder. So I just put it in myself. I think it's set up correctly. We'll find out. I mean, I've configured all my Quality Wings to be cold and dark from start. Which you do in the old... there's like a configuration file that you have to add a line of code to, and then you have cold and dark on every startup, no matter what. Guys, I tell you, this is the first time as well I've done the stream at all with the way I've configured my graphics card to my monitor to get 30 frames locked solid no matter what happens in the sim. Like, oh my life, guys. Seriously. And it's all because of, what was the add-on now that forced me to do this? There was something I was using and it said I had to have... Oh, what was it now? It was either a plane or an airport. And it basically said that I had to have my monitor at 30 Hertz, which my monitor is a 60 Hertz monitor. I think it was a... I don't know. Man, I'm like an old man here. I can't really... I've completely forgotten what it was. I was playing around with something. So, yeah, it basically said that my refresh rate of my monitor had to be at 30 Hertz for this thing to even display correctly. And I was like, that's weird. Oh, that was it. It was Lukla. That was it. It was the airport Lukla, right? For some reason, right? Otherwise, I get complete stutters and really rubbish performance. So, I have to basically... The way I used to have my sim is I had it capped at 32 frames per second. And then I would have... And VSync turned off. And then in my configuration here for my graphics card, under P3D, I had my VSync set to adaptive half, right? It's actually turned on now, but it used to be, it used to say adaptive half refresh rate. So it would take my 60 Hertz monitor and it would configure my sim for 30 frames. And then when I set my frame limit for 30, right, in my sim, and the reason I set it for, well, I used to set it for 32 because it was always down just a little bit below whatever number I did set it. And the reason I did set it is because if I had unlimited, if I put the slider to unlimited, the textures would load blurry or really slowly. And I'm like, oh, that's rubbish. And I basically found out that if you have your slider on unlimited, then, you know, it tries to get as many frames as it can off you, and you'll find that you'll probably have blurry textures on the ground. Anyway, found out that having my frame thing set to 32 for Lucla, just through testing, was like I was always getting stutters, and it was like 5 frames a second or 10, really bad frame rate. So I thought, let's just try it on unlimited, right? And I put it to unlimited, and suddenly Lucla was a bit smoother. It was like 25 to 30 frames. I was like, whoa, that's a major jump from like 10 to 14 to 25 to 30. I'm like, Lucla wants me. Basically, I had, you know, so much better performance on having that slider set to unlimited than actually capping my frame rate inside the sim. So I had to think of a new way if I wanted to go flying, like in the sim, to, you know, I don't like keep jumping around everything. So it's like I had to set it to, basically I had to come in here and set my my thingy. Where is it? In order to get this to 30, right? So it would be 30 in the sim. I had to lower my resolution down to 1080i instead of 1080p. Skyforks has just bit it. So this was at 30 instead of 60 because I got a 60 Hz monitor. Why is it taking so long to load the sim? I don't know, man. It just does. Ever since, you know, the new hotfix, it just takes forever to load the sim. I mean, I'm loading up 2 airports, 2 regions. I think I've put just land class in for England. I haven't loaded the England region in. So, yeah. It's loading quite a lot, to be honest. But, I'll tell you, yeah, it was. I was having a right time with Lucla, but then I got it working and it's fine now. So now I can go fly around there. Which, thinking about, is that anywhere near where we're going? You're right, Adam. How's it going? From one Adam to another. Right. Let's see if GSX will play ball. You know, every time I... Oh, can we actually set this for operate jetways? Oh, yep. Cool. That works. Yay. Wouldn't work before. Right, let's nip over here a bit. Oh, hello. There we go. There she is. Boom. Right. Let's get these boys connected in. They can do a walk around. Oh, yep, having a little bit of a disco back here. This is a full flight, but it's kind of like a testing full flight. So, we'll see. Not connected to the simulator. Why is that? Don't know why. We're going from Birmingham Airport in Great Britain to Innsbruck. And how many passengers we got on board? Well, we could have 12, but we'll add another 1 to that, so we got 112. And we'll put a movie on for him. So, yeah. Positive rate gear up? Who's just said that? These guys are mental. Reset that. They're already in the air. Why is this not connected? Establish safe altitude. Oh no, it was that. Restart that app. There we go. Configure your flight. One, 1, 2. Enter a realistic. Wow, 1,000. I said 112.
All right.
Not 1,000. What's going on? There we go. And then it's just changed it to 95 anyway. Okay. And disappeared on me now. Turn on your aircraft power. Alright, yeah. They're going to set this up. I've never flown, by the way, a 787 before, so I've got these boys here to help me set it up. So they're going to do everything, and we're just going to watch. So we might as well fuel this bird up. Let's get some fuel going. Here he comes. You alright, Adam? How's it going, everyone? Everybody been enjoying the time to fly? I think I need to deactivate a setting in my NVIDIA control panel. It's flickering a little bit. Fuel truck is in progress. What do we want? I don't know. 70%? That'll get us there, won't it? Load me up. I need to get level 2, man, so they actually connect the pumps and start fueling the plane. I haven't got level 2 yet. Right. Hang on a second. Let's move these about. What else can we do, man? The passengers are getting on board, aren't they?
We're ready to go.
That was a quick walk around. Was there an update for self-loading cargo for version 5? No, I haven't had one. I haven't had an update for any of these apps that I'm running. I've just let them run and they've been working fine. Right, let's do this before start. Get some power going, dudes.
IRS. Nav and the law.
They're in there. They're setting up the aircraft for me. We're gonna do the flight, but they're setting it up because I ain't got a clue what I'm doing with it.
Set. Pass. Off.
This should already be down though, because I don't know.
On.
It's weird.
Passenger signs. On. Fuel quantity. Check. Altimeter.
Fuel's loaded.
Set. Here's speed button. Set.
Should we get the baggage on?
Set.
Or the catering, I guess.
Set. Navigation radio.
I don't know. I don't think I've actually set this up.
Transponder. Check. Parking brake. Set.
Gate aviation,
Down.
cuisine air. Try that.
Off. Throttle. Idle. Fuel control switches. Cut off. Doors.
Don't shut the doors, dude. The passengers haven't gotten on board yet. Hang on, something's going fishy here. You guys haven't started anything. Look at this. It's cold and dark here. Muppets. Let's get the power going, man. I haven't got it. Right, APU. That'll try that. There we go. That's got that going. Open them doors up. Let the passengers on. These two dudes don't know what they're doing. Nor do I. So, IRS. I've got online that, I suppose. Anybody else know how to? Window heat. Don't worry about that. Right. What else we got? Electrical panel. Start with that. So, batteries. Is that on? I'm guessing that's on, or is that clicking it's on? No, it's off. Right, okay, so that's on. Right, so that power. No? They're on, sorry, whoops. Let's turn everything on. Everything goes on. Innit? I mean, these guys should have already done this. Do you know what I'm saying? Total guesswork here. You're waiting for your action to open the door. Oh, dudes. There's no doors to open here, is there? Have we got doors that we can open? How'd you open the door? So, I know, yeah, it's very dark. How do you get the doors open, guys, on this thing? Index. Nav date. I don't think you can. Oh, power's gone. Anybody got a flashlight? We've lost the power, guys. Do you know what? I think an engine needs to be started here. Click on the center post to get the door panel. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? That worked the first time I started this aircraft up, right? Totally worked. I went in afterwards to load it up. Didn't work after that. For some reason, that panel state. I have a feeling this is linked to version 4. Because I've since now deleted, this off version 4. And I have a feeling because I have, it don't actually come up now. So I have a feeling you got to keep it installed in version 4. Otherwise this little panel thing here don't come up. Which means I can't get my lights on to illuminate the cockpit. So the aft external power button, right, cool. Thank you, Darren. Aft external power. Well, the power panel is here. So aft external power. That's it there, isn't it? Can't click that. That's unclickable. So I guess the food, they're just gonna have to starve, guys. So 62 passengers waiting to get on board. I guess it's fully not compatible then, is it? What else can we touch here? Let's see here. Everything's switched on. Fuel to remain knob. Should be an interesting flight then, shouldn't it? Anyway, guys, that's the view you got. First class, in it. There you go. My flaps up. Hang on, I have got power because this is all here. That wire. So you can't do it from the this console here. There's no approach, takeoff, ident, nav data, load. That's panel state. Where's your load? There you go. AT flight plans. There we go. That's the one we want. There we go. Runway. What are we taking off today? 150. Where's the buttons, man? Here we are. 150, I guess. Or did you know it's runway 15, isn't it? Clear that off. Runway 15. There we are. Flight ND. Battery runs flat very quick. Oh, we better get this bird going then. Them 38 passengers are just gonna have to wait. Start these engines, boys. We gotta get out of here.
Starting to.
If they're not on by the time we go, that's their problem. In fact, let's just... Oh, man, I can't... In fact, they can't even... If I do a pushback, can I? Engines have to be off for pushback, don't they? Should we ask for a pushback now? Real quick. He's just disappeared. Thanos has had him. Quality Wings, hurry up and please make a version 5 installer. I hope the brakes are on. That's whirring up. Them 17 passengers better hurry up, guys. We're about to leave.
Check the door.
Oh yeah, can't call ground services now because the engines are going. So start the APU, mate. I thought I already had. I thought I already done that. Which one's the APU, man? Where is it? Battery. Ground test. IRS. APU. Man, yeah, the APU's already on, man. What's going on? We'll be alright, we'll be alright. We got an engine purring, so... These passengers, though, these... Come on, guys. I'm a captain with a time on me. Got both engines running here. Not even just one. He's still waiting to put the food on. Oh, can't even...
CPU. I can.
They're already doing the after start now.
Overhead fan.
Come on, passengers. Hurry up! You didn't actually start it. I did. I pushed it to the start and it went and then flicked to 1. Is that not on? Hang on, I gotta configure something for him. Hang on. Where? Okay, runway 150. We'll just set that in now. 150.
Pull left, pull right, pull up, pull down, rudder pull left.
There we go. Rudder's working. It's a win. Right, 200, 220.
Checklist complete.
And we're going to 23,000 in it. Do you know what? And I better tune in this. So this, they can flight follow us. Hang on, 23,000. This isn't an official flight. Okay. This is just to see if it's working, guys. So I have no idea what I'm doing with the 787. So okay. We'll sort that out in a minute when we actually. Oh no, tax. Oh no, we've got fueling. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Right, doors are there. The people are on. Shut them doors. There we go. I don't think we can. Exits are closed. I still don't think we're going to be able to get GSX to. Yeah, we're going to have to do the old. What you call it? We're going to have to do the old. Whoa! I didn't say that. Dude, you're rushing me. Come on. Let's do the old control thingy in it. Push back. Push me back, dudes. Or is it Shift or Control P? Can never remember. Push back. There we go. Pushing me back now. There we go. Oh, hello, look at that jetway. Can we see inside there? No. Right, is everything A-okay now? We're all set to go. Right. We need to turn to the left. Okay. Right, we're off, guys. They've already configured me for takeoff, these two have. A couple of Chuckle Brothers here. Right. Where are we? Should that'll do, won't it? I'll have to do my own walk with it. There we go. Hey up, they're open. Didn't mean to do that. Why is that open? Right, push back, stop. Hit the brakes. There we go. Oh, that must be for the reverse. Whoa, stop, man. It's not stopping. Push back, stop. Oh, man. Why are we not stopping? I've got the brakes on. Stop. Right, go forward. We gotta go forward. Engines up. Still not stopping. Man, I want to go forward. Why are we still pulling back? I don't get this. Position freeze user. I didn't say that. Oh man, it's all gone wrong here. Position freeze user. Frozen now. How do I get rid of that? Something clicked off wrong here. There we are. Get rid of that. There we go. Ah, but it still stopped me. Still. Stop! Man, we're gonna reverse our way to Innsbruck here. Pushback's just pulling me off. Stop! Hey, right, Andrew. Thanks for liking it. Man, it's total burn. This is. I can't stop. It's just pushing me back. Right, let's fight it with engine power. Come on. Rev those engines, boys. Get. 100%, man. I'm still going backwards here. Flaps up. Spoilers deployed. Can't stop this, guys. Push back a death, that was. Well, this about to... seriously, man. Could GSX help me? Yeah, there we go. You're gonna have to warp me, dudes. Parking. Oh, that's too small. Don't want to click that. No suitable parking positions. 2. There we go. Ramp cargo. Just warp me there, mate. That's the only way this... Oh, hello. Hey. There we go. Rotate V2. These dudes are off their heads. Right. My brake's working. I tell you, this... I did not have this problem before, dudes. I'm telling you. I'm still going backwards, though. We've aborted our takeoff. We've completely lost. I'm glad you're not in the back of the plane. Dudes, this has nothing to do with the plane, by the way. Seriously, this pushback thing, it just won't stop. I can't get it to stop. And I'm full throttle on my engines, 100%. And it's still, do you know what I mean? They're revving, aren't they? Yeah, they're spinning like a madman. And yet we're still reversing for some reason. Let me try just hitting us. Oh, hang on, I know why. What an idiot, man. Whoa, slow, stop now. Do you know what, guys? Total idiot I am, right? So, was it shift or control P as usual? The button for pushback, isn't it? Yeah? No. I've reassigned it to this button on my control stick. So, when I click it, we go back. And when I unclick it, we don't. I forgot to unclick it just then. That's all that was. Right, let's rock and roll. Right, what have I got to do now because I completely nuked everything? Spoilers down, flaps. What? I don't even know what runway. Where's the runway? Airport's over there. Right. What flap setting have we got here? Mental setting. Put that back. Waiting for diagnosis. Here we go. Takeoff aborted? No, takeoff's not aborted. Oh. We're going now, guys. We're not aborting it. Continue takeoff. There we go. No technical issues. Customers all what has he just said to them? I think we have to turn a right here. Left, sorry. Right. Yeah, we've got to go left. Right, we're on our way to Innsbruck, folks. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Darren, mate, you're in the back. What are you saying? First class passenger, mate. Aren't you? You followed me. I hope the MD11's not as tricky as this thing. Hey? Well, actually, this isn't tricky at all. It was my fault. I'm the idiot. Hang on a second. I'm going to have to go across the other side. Oh, there's no airplane coming. on now. Ah! It stopped though. Look at that. It stopped. That poor plane there. Oh, hello. Guys, this is crazy, man. Can't believe I forgot about that pushback button that I reassigned. And that was the reason. Honestly, it would have been perfect, guys. It would have been perfect if I hadn't done that and killed everybody on board with the eternal pushback. Look, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Let's reset that to pre-taxi. Sorry, pre-takeoff. Here we go. What's my CPU doing? 100% CPU. That can't be good, can it? Hey? 100%? GPUs just like 70? That's not good. It's rocking on all the cores. That's definitely not good, man. Oops. Look at that. I think that might be OBS though, to be honest. OBS is quite CPU intensive for some reason. Right. I'll be very interested to see how the 30 Hz monitor, which to be honest, my other monitor was running at 30 Hz anyway. I've only just now synced these two up, so I don't know what that's done to the performance as well. Because 30 Hz and then running at 60 Hz, that must be a lot for a graphics card with the 2 Hz running at different, two monitors running at different Hertz. Hang on a second. Is that, what's that here? Is that a fence in the runway, in the taxiway? Okay. Right, we're going to be departing. Slow down, cowboy. We're going to be departing which way? I don't know. Which way are we going? To the south. A request taxi, that is. Man, we better stop here. Request taxi, depart south. Oops. I thought that was takeoff. Hold short of runway 33. We're at runway 15, love. Oh man, we're gonna have to go to runway 33. Man, I've seen a lot of those white lines in version 5. Yeah, I think this is the fence. That looks like the fence that does. I have a feeling because of all the airports, they've had an update, haven't they? Like in terms of their locations, their spots. What's this? Sunshade. Well, hang on. Let's see if we can take off from this one, and let's see if we can be cheeky. I'm at 15, really. I should have said to the north. Heavy, right, short, hold short. There it is. That shader off. Oh man. There we go. Come on boys, hurry up. We got somebody else here. Look, Thomas Cook is waiting to take off as well. He thinks we're at the other end of the runway here. Hey, we're cleared for takeoff. That's my kind of fella. Let's go. Oh no, he's talking. Alright, there we go. Let's do it. He thinks we're at the other end of the runway there, doesn't he? He's going to have a shock when he sees the 787 bombing it in the wrong direction. Right, here we go. It's very quiet, the 787, isn't it? Here we go. Is that a plane at the other end of the runway? I hope not. We're ready for takeoff, boys. We're going for it. What's that? So... Let's go. We're alive.
World Travel 7340, taxi into position and hold. Position and hold, World Travel 7340.
Let's have some call out, boys, yeah? Hope we're gonna get V1 and all that. Alright, I'll have to do it myself then. V1. V2. Thomas Cook, what you doing? I've had the clearance, mate. You're... Oh. Let's go. In the air we go. Boom, we're in the air. Positive rate, guys. We're flying high now. Get that gear up. Whoa, hang on, that looks a bit steep. Ah! Should always stay in the cockpit. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, mate. Right, now, the last time I did this, the throttles autoed themselves back, like they're doing now. So, how do we prevent this from happening, guys? We're going down like a stone. Guys, this is complete. Ah! NSTB, whatever you call it. Hey? I mean, the full throttle's 100%. But for some reason, did I stall it? Is that it? Come on, try and get in the air. Something like this working. Too low terrain. Shall I start the after takeoff checklist? See, now they're revving back up again. Autopilot disconnected. Yeah, man, disconnect that rubbish. Here we go. We're back in the air, guys. It's the autopilot that did it. Turn on the autopilot, you get killed. Right, Captain's got it back. Speed, we're over speeding, mate. We need to climb high. Get rid of that speed. There we go. Right, which way are we going? I think I'm going to have to hand fly this, you know. The autopilot's trying to kill me. Right, well, we're going in the right direction, to be honest, for Innsbruck, so that'll do me. Oh, hello. Again. The throttles, they've throttled themselves back again. Why have they done this? It's the engines just keep throttling back. But I've disconnected. Hang on, where's the auto throttle, man? Get rid of it. Turn it off. Turn it off. Give me full throttle, man. Engines have just died. How are you doing? Missed a few of your streams. You're right, Andy. Yeah, you haven't missed much, mate. There we go. Now they're coming back again. Make your mind up, fellas. Oh, here we go. There we go. Right. See, now they're coming back up to 100. And they get to a certain height. Here we go. We've aborted our takeoff. Your PACX. I mean, this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing, isn't it? I thought these two do. Hang on. After start check off. Maybe I should have activated that.
Landing gear. Up. Flat.
Right. Don't you start dialing back, dudes. Flaps up. That's me.
Up. Into height. Out required. Ignition. Out required.
PACX. There you go, Don. That's what you said, innit? Turn the auto throttle back on now. I feel secure in that. Hey? Where is it turned? Is it? Oh, I'm turning. I didn't do the after start checklist. Oops. I mean, that's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. 787. Never flown one before. This is the first time. Sorry, you've been waiting for me. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, look at the size of that moon. Look at the size of that moon there. Hang on, I think let's restart Rex now. Feeling adventurous. I mean, that's a Rex moon, that is. Check it out. Wow. I mean, honestly, this has become moon simulator now. We're going to the moon, fellas. We're going to the moon. Whoa. That's too big, isn't it, that moon? Hey? That's too big. It's one of them 787 helicopters. Hang on, I should put this back into autopilot mode, shouldn't I? After disengaging it. Where's the autopilot? There seems to be a button there. Autopilot engagement is not possible when the disengage bar is up. We'll turn it off then. There we go. Autopilot on, guys. Right. Speed up to 240. Definitely. 3,000, that's a bit steep. Let's turn that down. 2,000, that'll do. 23,000 feet. Air traffic control, we're doing it for ourselves. Oh, gosh, what's happened here? Get rid of these. My life, that was weird. Right, there we go. Now, I can see... Oh, we're gonna have to... did I activate... Is it being flown by the flight plan? Nope. Push activate. Execute. Hopefully now it is. Legs. Route. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think I've activated this thing. Oh, there it is there. So we need to do a turn. Right, let's... oh, that's the speed. Here we go. I think I manually have to... Manually got to do it. Why does it keep knocking myself off? I want to turn, man. What's going on? Hold. Get off. I want to turn it. Why isn't it turning? Watch the airspeed. What's happening to the airspeed? Well, we should be a bit higher than this, mate. Why are the engines rolling back? Hey, come on, guys. Airspeed needs to go higher then. Let's get that to 270. There we go. Right, I need to turn this thing. Turn, man, turn. There we go. Now we're cooking. Go on, all the way. All the way. Do it. We'll just go direct to that one. We'll just straight to big. Oh, actually, I want to stick to the flight plan. That'll do. Whew. Push or pull button. I don't know, man. I never used this thing. I see you've got the FSFO. No, this is I think this is the normal version. I'm not sure, to be honest. It could be the light version. Hang on, we got issues here. Take off aborted. We're in the air. See, he's chatting.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, just to let you know, we've rectified the problem that occurred during our ability to take off, and we'll shortly be taxiing down the runway once again. We're just about finished running through our checks up here, and we'll be departing.
Come on, get up us in the air, man. This is... Welcome to the dodgiest airlines in the world. When I'm flying the plane, you got no hope. Guys, it's stuck here in an eternal... I can't flick that back now. Do you know what? I'm saying 787 not compatible with version 5. Oh, come on, mate. You're killing me. Disengage that rubbish. That's a lot of crap. Fly this myself, man. Right. It's gonna have to be an Adam special, isn't it? Speed 260. Hope them throttles is not playing me up. Right, we're throttling back here. What's going on? Autopilot back on. Get the throttles back, come on. We're going down. We've lost the engines. I mean, What kind of plane is this? Get that auto throttle off.
Autopilot on.
Come on, get me back.
Autopilot come in.
Dudes, what's going on? Throttles just aren't... Why aren't they working, man? It's like my throttles have just died on me. And yeah, it's on 99% or something. Oh, man. Anybody got any life insurance? Yeah, pretty safe to say not compatible. I mean, it's like the problems come and go. It's so weird. Like, we've lost complete power to our... there's no thrust at all. I'm hoping re-engaging this autopilot's helping, but it ain't. Go on, give me... put it up to 300, see what happens. I think these engines are duff, to be honest. Batteries supplying the engine controls probably burned up. Really? Oh man, they need to sort these planes out. I mean, it's nothing to do with the captain, is it? We're gonna have to land. 787s, just change it to the 757, I think. Right, we need to find the airport. Where's an airport to land at? There's an airport down there. We'll aim for that one. I mean, hopefully the engines will just come back in. I'm hoping that they'll just pop back in. I mean, who designs a plane where your engines can just die if the battery supply burns, or I don't know. Fuel pumps are over there. They're open.
Descent checklist.
Autopilot disconnect. Yeah, disconnect that, man.
I can. Check.
I'm gonna have to
Set.
airspeed bug. Right.
On a break. As required. In the night. As required. Passenger side. On.
My trim is majorly gone for some reason. Can't trim this sucker out. Your engine flamed out. Do you reckon it's an engine flame out? I was referring to the battery joke when the 787 first came out. It's battery problems. Mate, well, you reckon we've had a flame out? I'd say that's a Roger. Dude, why have we had an engine flame out? Auto brakes, that's the auto brake. Should we try an engine start again? Electricals on. Oh man, we're gonna stall. We're gonna start to stall here. I need to get down. I need to get some speed. Right. Let me. I'm gonna have to try and land this, and the boys will have to rectify this problem. Where's that runway? There it is over there. Right, we're going for that runway over there. I'm gonna try and land it, and we'll get the 757 out instead.
Speed check.
Come on. 225. That's it. There we go. You watch now. As soon as we get closer to the ground, these will kick back in. Always happens. APU is still on, you reckon? Dunno, man. Fault. Electrical fault, guys. I mean, this is what happens when you got somebody at the controls who haven't got a clue what they're doing. We're lucky to get off in the... I did honestly think with these boys here we'd have no trouble. Start it. You reckon? Well, I just tried that and it came up fault. There you go. Oh. Should we try that alternate power button again? No. Right, I've started the APU. Hang on, I need to get back in my seat. Where's that? Can't see anything out of this. Where's that airport, man? The airport's done over there. It is. Right. We need to get down. Try turning the knob. I just did, mate. Look. See? Full throttle. That's not even moving though. That doesn't even move. I've got auto throttle on. Let's turn that off. See, it doesn't even move. It's all... Hang on. What the monkey? What is that? That's my reversers. But that's my... I don't know. Just pop it there, babe, please. Right. Thanks. Right, oh, we're gonna miss it. Let's try and turn this. Do you know what? I'm thinking if there's no electrical power, or there's hardly any electrical power, I have a feeling we're gonna have a bit of trouble with certain systems. Right, guys. Engine start knobs near the middle of the overhead. Engine start knobs near the middle of the overhead. Near the middle. Oh, now we're gonna go down. Engine start. I can't see him, man. That's left engine. It's a fault, mate. There's a fault. Turn it to auto. Fault, man. There's the runway. What's going on here with the mist? Got some weird mist here. We're not going to make that runway, are we? Right. There, that's down. We're going to have to go for that one. We'll have to try and make that one. 2,000 feet. Have I diced version 4.5? Hey? Yeah, this is version 4.5's 787 in version 5. That's why I can't fly it. Plus, I don't know how to fly a 787 anyway. Like, don't worry, Don, we're not going to crash, mate. Turn your fuel pumps on and the knobs are directly above those. Oh, we ain't going to have time, have we? Turn your fuel pumps on. Fuel pumps. Fuel pumps. Fuel pumps. Can't see it, mate. We're going down. That's all she wrote for the 787. Right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Oh, boom. That's a crash, isn't it? 100 knots, 80 knots. Right. Kill that. Guys, that just didn't happen, did it? Oh, my life. Thank you, Darren, though, for your help. I really appreciate that. Trying to help me out, attempt that. Right, kill these. We'll restart them again. 757 does not have these problems. Like, and I did an actual flight with the it's the autopilot. As soon as the autopilot went on, do you know what I mean? It was just death after that, wasn't it? Something to do with the autopilot, I reckon. And me. You know. Oh, my life. Don't worry, we're gonna get to we're gonna get there. Although maybe not. I mean, it's yeah. It was a good laugh, yeah. Don't worry. Do you know what? I think I need to practice that offline. I need to practice that flight first. We're gonna do the MD11 now, okay? Let me pop this. I've actually got to put it in my sim first. Directory, because it ain't actually there yet. So let me see. There it is. Pop that in the sim. Now this one should be a little bit, well, buggier for all I know. And I'll tell you what, with this one, because can you fly an MD11? Darren, I can't fly anything but general aviation, mate. I've literally, you know what I mean? General aviation, Cessna with 2 engines is about the most I can manage. That's why I get these first officer flight boys, you know, to sort of set everything up, and you know what I mean. The aircraft has to be stable before the autopilot can take over. But yeah, see, they flicked it on. You see, I should have knocked it off as soon as they. Thank you, Richard. That's a good point. Next time they set this up and they put the autopilot on, I'm gonna flick it right off again. I mean, that's right. Yeah, it's if it wasn't set up properly, if I hadn't finished configuring it, then the autopilot's working from a duff setup, isn't it? Really? Oh, my life. Thanks, babe. So yeah, we're going to Innsbruck now, guys. Has an MD11 ever taken off from Innsbruck? Or is this going to be another crash and burn? Full flight, eh? Full flight into the ground. Come on, man. What's going on with this? Might as well have something to eat while this is waiting. Go big or go home. Yeah, exactly. This should have started by now. Radmin, is that running? No. Hey, here we go. Man, you took your time. Oh no, MD11. What am I doing? 757. Oh. Try MD then. There we go. Maybe it's safe to fly cargo. That way nobody gets killed. But I like the American Airlines. Not that one. That's the one I like. There we go. Now we're cooking. Right. Low. Innsbruck. They haven't got any. Where's the? It's all GA parking spots. Is Innsbruck like only? I've seen A321s. I've seen people land massive things there. We'll have to go with a medium. So we'll get into this. Load up the weather again. This should be an interesting flight, guys. I'll get these two jokers on to set everything up again, because I don't know how to fly an MD11. I just thought it'd be a laugh. And we'll actually have people again on board. The version 5 is performing so bad until compatible with so many add-ons. Why have you ditched 4.5? Who's that? That sounds like a... So yeah, basically, yeah, I have ditched for 4.5. I've completely blitzed it from my system, and that's because version 5 actually outperforms version 4.5. I feel there's so much better frame rate, so much better performance in version 5. It's actually really good. It's just that there's loads of things that you can use in 4.5 yet that have yet to be made compatible with version 5. And as soon as they are made compatible, which they will be, then like sayonara 4.5, isn't it? For a lot of people, but not everybody. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will still stick with version 4.5. I prefer performance over anything else. Like for me, a smooth running sim is number one. Even if you can't get it off the ground. That's why you think it's best to wait for the installers. Well, yeah, exactly. It is always best to wait, you know. But I still think the 787 is legit in version 5. But you just need to know how to fly it first, don't you? And I don't. So, but yeah, I think that crash there was more to do with my inexperience than anything else, you know. but is you gonna get add-ons? What is not yet compatible? It gives. Well, see, this is the thing. If a product depends on how they've developed this product, you know, if you have a product that is, you know, let's have a look at some planes here. It all depends on how it's been created, I feel. So like the Dash Q400, yeah, like the way it's laid out is like a normal plane. You know, you have your CFG file, your textures, your model, your panel, your sound, yeah, da 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 da. Whereas like with these Quality Wings ones, they've done it really weird, and they haven't developed it and created it in the same normal way. You know, they've made it basically so where you have to have certain things in place to even get it to run. And I guess that's like an anti-piracy thing. I don't know, but I feel then it limits the options for compatibility with other versions. So like, you know, you can take a plane, and unless like version 5's coding has drastically changed, which I don't think it has, it still will run version 4.5 airplanes. So therefore, like, this code couldn't have changed that much. You know what I mean? Obviously, there are minor changes here and there, but for the most part of it, it's the same. So therefore, you can put something designed for previous versions into. I mean, I've got stuff in here from FSX. You know what I mean? And it still works. You know, because it was made in the normal way. But yeah, I suppose if it's not designed for 4.5, it's not going to take advantages of certain features that version 5 does have, like PBR, I guess, or any other features that I don't know about. You know, but to be honest, like, even a plane that's not been designed for version 5, I'm happy with. It's like, even a plane designed for FSX, if it's designed well, it can be flyable. And that's all I care about, is a plane flyable, you know? Black Marble. I do miss Black Marble. That's the one sort of developer's set that I do miss. I really, you know, the night lighting is okay in version 5, and then, you know, Orbex enhances it greatly, and then I add in the sim lights, and it's really good, but it's not up there with the Black Marble stuff. So I do hope he does, you know, put it in for that. Version 5 still supports some 32-bit code. Well, yeah, it must do, doesn't it, in order for certain things to run. But one day they'll support it for 32. I'm sure they'll quit support for 32-bit. Yeah. I mean, even the new Microsoft Sims supports that, because they said its core code is FSX, basically. So, like, I guess I'm glad, to be honest, that it's like backwards compatible. You know, because I've been using 4.5 like airports as well. Black Marble for version 5 in a couple of weeks, mate. I hope so. I hope so. And as long as the performance is there, because if it's not performing right, I'm not even going to use it. You know, for me, the smoothness of the performance for the sim is the first thing. The looks and the quality is secondary, distant, because I like a smooth flight. I don't want a slideshow. You know what I mean? There are some version 5 installers for some A2A aircraft. Yeah, that's it, yeah. They're all there. Just download them, innit? I mean, Just Flight are a bit slow with their downloaders as well. I've only had a couple of planes from them that have now, you know, go download these and... Man, was that a bone? Yeah, to be honest, you're right. Yeah, it is sort of a beta program. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, even the developers, have said that it was rushed out the door, and probably because of Microsoft. You know, who knows? But to be honest, I'm totally happy with version 5. Glitches aside, I don't mind them. Totally happy with version 5. It performs way better at the end of the day. I mean, you can have so much more running in the sim that version 4 could struggle with. That I don't mind if there's a couple of bugs that have yet to be ironed out, because they will get ironed out, and then we'll have like a perfect sim. And at the end of the day, who's going to stick with this when Microsoft come out? You've not had any problems, Darren? Well, that's it, yeah. I mean, I had crashes when I first tried to install it, like tried to first run it, but these were self-inflicted installers because I was running a overclocker for my GPU, which it didn't like. I haven't tried it yet to see if it still does it, but it didn't like it to begin with. So I soon found that out, like the first time I tried to run it. And then a couple of like other crashes were more to do with airports that have now been fixed, like San Diego. But other than that, I don't think I've had that many crashes. Not as many as proper problems as I've had with version 4.5. Because like when the scenery library and that went, I just had to reinstall everything. Whereas this seems to be all right with. I like the fact that you can put in things by XML and have in the scenery library. Like I know you can do that in version 4.5, but it seems a lot better in this version for some reason. I don't know why. You've ditched version 5 and you've gone back to 4.5. No way. I mean, to be honest, if anybody's on the fence of going, "Oh, should I get version 5?" I'd be like, it depends on how you use your sim. If you use your sim because you have to fly with certain add-ons and that's it, you won't fly with anything else, then I'd say wait a good 2 to 3 months before getting version 5. Wait for everything to be ironed out, all the add-ons to get moved over, and then go get it, you know? But for me, I mean, I'm happy flying GA aircraft at low levels. I don't really fly airliners that much. I've got loads of them, but I don't fly them. I'm working my way up gradually, you see. I want to work my way up with my skill level to from single to twin jet. And I haven't even done that yet. So for me, it works for what I need it to do. Everything I do online here, by the way, is like just it's only ever testing stuff. I've never actually, although I attempted one today, but it was a test. But I've never really done a full flight of taking it serious. It's always just been, let's try this, let's try that. Maybe I should do a serious flight, you know, because like I've done flights offline and they've worked perfectly fine, no problems. I've landed loads of planes, you know, successfully, even before the hotfix. I had one instance where it slammed me down to the ground. That was it. You're keeping version 5 as a beta program. Oh, that's it, yeah. Keep it updated, but it's being mothballed for at least 6 months. I mean, I think that's probably the best way to think about it. If you need like all these certain add-ons to fly with, you know, from like I've never really used these things before. I'm just having fun with them now to see what they're like. Like literally, the C152 is probably the most plane I've ever flown. Like that, I know that the back of my hand, and I can fly that wherever because that's the one I usually pick. But I'm starting to stretch out now with bigger planes, slowly. You know. Compared to the hotfix one, the initial release was performing incredibly well. You know, Nathan, I found that too. I found that I was getting like faster load times. Although I don't think the frame rate, because I hadn't configured it yet. I hadn't played with the settings properly. Now that I have, I 30 solid. It's just now I've got the dance it does with OBS when I'm streaming. I've got to sort that out because I've noticed that it's stuttery now. But I think that was because I've changed my the way I handle my graphics card to the monitor. And I still need to do a few more things for that. Because like I'm running this thing off not on its native resolution. You know, my monitor's, my TV native resolution is 1080p, 60 hertz. I've had to lower this down to 30 hertz because I find that it performs better, and I get my graphics card hits 30 frames all the time. You know, by lowering the refresh rate. I don't know what it looks like on the stream though, in terms of picture quality. I'd be very interested to see the replay of this, because this is the first time I've ever videoed it. You know, Active Sky are having problems with True Sky. See, that's not what I don't want to hear that. You see, for Active Sky, I'm not that bothered about now. I used to love it. I used to use it every time, and I used to rely on it as well. But now I'm not even that bothered about it because, like, what is Active Sky, guys? It's got textures, hasn't it? Built in with it, sky textures. But also, I mean, nobody ever used them. Everybody used Skyforce Rex textures, you know, or the cloud art textures. But it's basically, it just takes the real weather, the information, and injects it into your sim, doesn't it? That's it. That's what this free one does. That's what Rex does. Where is Rex? Is he folded on us? Here. Rex does that, takes real world weather and injects it into the sim. The free one, FSX-WX, that does exactly the same as well. Takes real world weather and injects it into the sim. For me, it's like, and this one, Skyforce Rex, which I never used as a weather engine at all, ever. But this one's got nice textures with it as well, which I wish True Sky had textures that look like this, but then they look like True Sky, if you know what I mean. Because this has got a lot more variety in its textures, but True Sky, which looks nicer, has only got a couple of varieties of the way the clouds look, and I prefer the more variety of Rex. I don't know. Active Sky is real weather engine. Well, yeah, but so is this free one down here. You know, it generates weather and manages your weather within your sim. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what this free program does as well. Manages the weather in the sim. So, but the thing is with Active Sky is it takes away your frame rate. Like every time you use Active Sky, it takes away performance from your sim. You know, which I mean, I suppose it wouldn't matter in version 5 nowadays, would it? Because it performs a lot better. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll use Active Sky. I really don't. I don't think I'm that bothered about it now, like, because it's been gone so long. It's such a shame Lockheed Martin did not work with the developers prior to the release to get all these things ready for the launch, rather than everybody scrambling to catch up since the launch. You know, if they'd have worked with all those people like Microsoft are doing with the developers now, things would be ready, good to go out the box. Whereas now it's like we're all just waiting for things to happen. I suppose they do it the way they do it, don't they? You never had performance problems with that. So Richard, you're telling me that when you ran Active, I mean, I can't buy that, I'm afraid. When you ran Active Sky, right? Let's say you don't run it and you get 70 frames, right? And then you start running it. You're telling me you still get 70 frames. Because guaranteed every time I ran Active Sky, I would get at least a 5 to 10 frame rate difference. Because, and I think it's hardware dependent. So if you've got a really good computer, maybe you don't see a dip in performance. but I used to see a dip in performance, and I have got a good computer. It would like, same with Chase Plane. When I installed Chase Plane, that takes your frames as well. That takes a few frame rates away. It was the same when version 4 came out. Well, yeah. I never got version 4 when it first came out. I got mine when it was going into version 4.3. I think I bought it when it was 4.2, and then I got a 4.3 update, I think. And then 4.4, 4.5. That's exactly what I do, Richard. Yeah. Limit to 30 frames per second. You know, it's my monitor is 60 hertz, which is my sim's never going to reach that with all the add-ons, and I know that. But 30 frames a second is smooth for me. It's smooth enough, and my system can handle that with all the add-ons as well, and still maintain 30 frames per second. You know. So I just always go for 30. That's what I want to do. And when I'm streaming, like my OBS now is set to 60. So you guys are actually seeing 60 frames per second, which is why it may stutter if mine ever dips down to 28 or 27. Those lost 3 frames might not get, well, there'll be 6 frames by the time you see it. And the reason, one of the reasons why I want to maintain 30 frames is because my OBS is recording at 60. So therefore, you know, on the video, it's 60 frames. It's kind of it's a cheat though, isn't it? Because it's just, they're doubled frames. I've got the exact same CPU, although my GTX is the TI version, but you've got twice as much. Yeah, you've got a better system than me. You got more memory. Well, actually, no, sorry. Yeah, you just got more memory. That's it. I've only got 16 gig of memory on my system. Maybe that. I mean, that's why I lose performance, isn't it? I need to up my memory. I need to up it to 64 gig. That's what I need. Then I'd be in your shoes with better performance, probably. That's one of the reasons why I use this process lasso here, because what I used to do, I don't do it now, but in 4.5, I used to take prepared, Phil, and on the CPU Infinity to always, I used to only have 4, 5, 6, and 7 running the sim, and then all my add-ons would be on 3, 2, 1, 0, and therefore my CPU load was a lot better. You know, a lot better. But now I just run it all on the 1 because this actually seems to run better when it's running all the cores rather as opposed to just 4 for whatever reason. 32 gig max, you reckon? 64 is a waste of money. I was just thinking of the future. 64, future proof. But you reckon just 32 is enough? I'd have to get because I think I've got 4 slots in my machine. So, and I think I've got 2 8 gig cards. So I just get another 2 8 gig, isn't it? Yeah. Or is it best just to get 2 16s? I don't know. If you reduce Active Sky settings down a bit from default, it's better. I did have that in Darren in version 4.5. I had I lowered a lot of settings. I only had 3 cloud layers running. I'd love to see what it looked like with 30 odd, but I only had like 3 cloud layers running, and I'd lower a lot of the settings just to get that performance. You know. Look at the specs. Richard? What's that, mate? Look at what specs. DDR5 is coming out. No way. If I ever upgrade my GPU, it would be to the Not the latest 2080, but the next one, the 3080. That'll be the one I get, the TI version of that. But memory-wise, by the time you need 64 gigs, they'll be old with the amount of RAM required. Look at the specs of the amount of RAM. What, for P3D version 5 you mean? I think it said 16 gig, didn't it? P3. Keeps on adding things. Get off. Just P3D. There we go. Version 5 recommended. So yeah, 16 gig. And I think that's exactly the memory I have as well. DDR4, I think. I mean, literally, I'm running the recommended specs by the looks of it. Although I know, actually, I haven't got the 2080 Ti. I've got the 1080. So yeah, but I've got a lot more video. I'm glad I've got the 1080 Ti as well, because this one's. Oh no, that's not it. That's 11 gig. Yeah. Man, it's loading up a lot of scenery. It's loading up the full state of Germany. I should have unticked England, shouldn't I? But it's loading up England. It's loading up Germany. It's loading up all the land class and everything and the airport of Birmingham as well that we're not even going to see. I should have unticked it. Lockheed Martin are interested in the games market now that they've released version 5 to suit themselves. You reckon? Oh, not interested in the games market, sorry. Wait, I thought you said interested in it. I have a feeling version 5, they want you to use all the default settings, all the default textures, and not replace them. I don't think they want you using add-ons. You know, because when I first started, when I first started it up and everything was on max settings, it ran fine. Actually, it ran better. But then it's default, isn't it? Everything was default. But it didn't look bad. It wasn't like bad default. It definitely looked better than version 4 default. And obviously it looks better when Orbex is in. But not by much. The margin between, the enhancement Orbex does and the default state of your sim got really smaller with version 5. It's like, if I had to live off the default scenery, I'd be okay with that. I wouldn't miss Orbex. If suddenly Orbex turned to me and said, well, yeah, we're taking everything back. We're having them all back. Which at the end of the day, they could do that easily because it's all gone through their portal now, isn't it? There's nothing to install anymore. Although I still have all the files on my hard drive, so maybe not. But I don't think this is loading any further beyond 73, guys. I find that it does this sometimes when it's loading. It just suddenly sticks. I don't think that's going past 73. What do you reckon? Where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, definitely not. That's just bit it for some reason. Do you know what? Oh, hang on a second. OBS then said overload, encoder overload. That OBS was going crazy then. Was it becoming a slideshow for you guys? I'm going to untick Birmingham and England. That'll help it. P3D is a training simulator, not a game. Well, yeah, it's never been a game simulator, has it? The community have used it for that. It's always been a training simulator where you just use it on your own, on its own thing. It's okay for you, Darren. Yeah, no, I've just noticed that it'll load and then at some point it'll just hang, and sometimes it's at 86%, sometimes 73%. But I've noticed that it's weird. But it might be honestly my my system here, because I've noticed a few things like I can't grab this now, and then there it goes suddenly. This is all half mass as well. What's going on here? Well, restart that anyway. Skyforce needs to start before the sim does. Man, I really honestly thought we'd be landing the 787 at Innsbruck. I really... I'm so sorry, guys. Like, that's totally my fault, because I don't know how to... I don't know what I'm doing with the 787. I really just wanted to see if there was any glitches with it, if there was anything... But I suppose that can only happen if I know what I'm doing as a pilot. Isn't it? Who's up for a multiplayer on Friday? Not with the 787, by the way. You're up for it, Darren, yeah? Now we go all day. Right, let's get rid of Birmingham. And where is it? I'll keep the land class for Europe. Right. It's ever since this hotfix, you push something and nothing happens for ages. Now, I don't know if this is my machine or if it's the thingy, but it's only happened since the hotfix. So, don't know what to think on that one. Right, I'm just going to take off a couple of hours on that because I want to actually see the place. We're going to do a takeoff. Hopefully it'll work. It's like it hangs. I don't know. I think this might be the way I've configured my graphics card, you know. Might be a graphics issue. Because it happens with everything, doesn't it? It's like it's hanging for a bit. And then it goes, oh, go on, then we'll load you in. And I guess with the time-based software, that's not a good idea. It looks like compatibility with PMDG737 will be at least another month. You reckon? Somebody said to me, "Oh, that it's only the 737 NGXU that will be for version 5, and that the old 737's getting left behind in version 4." But I don't think that's what I read in the post. I read in the post that it was like, see, we'll have the DC-6, we'll have the 747, the 777, and the normal 7, and both 737s in at Innsbruck. See if your runway and taxiway textures disappear when you look in different directions from the cockpit. Is that been happening, Darren? No way. Yeah, we got the 747. That's supposed to be coming this weekend, isn't it? Fingers crossed. I thought he meant last weekend when he put that post out, because he put it out on the Saturday. I've uninstalled mine. In fact, I've uninstalled all my PMDG products because I have a feeling that they're going to update the ops as well. That's going to get an update, so in fact I might as well uninstall that, I suppose. But so yeah, I don't think it's going to be like you can use your old installer. I think it's going to be a case of you download a new installer, or your ops center just configures it internally. But I have a feeling they're adding stuff, so it's going to be a new installer. It is for you. Look straight down the runway. Yeah. So we're on the runway, yeah. And at the bottom end, the textures begin to disappear when you look in different directions within the cockpit. Does it happen when you're outside of the cockpit? Or is it just inside the cockpit? Where's that?
What you lost?
My tin. Software. Not lost, but I just can't remember where I put it. Thought I had it here. But I must have moved it.
Did you not balance it up on the bottom to stop the cat?
No.
On one of the shelves?
I'll find it. It's alright. So I thought it was in stack here, but guess not. I was just thinking, right, a lot of you say Innsbruck and the textures disappeared. Do you think that's an elevation issue? Do you think it's the perspective of your elevation, and therefore it appears to disappear, but it doesn't actually disappear? Do you know what I mean? Didn't seem as bad after the first hotfix, but still did it. It's the only airport I've noticed. I can't wait to see this thing. If it loads in, and we're at 83% here. Fingers crossed, guys. Might have to reload these things back in. Like, these things are still hanging from the previous load. Because I was just wondering, right, with the version 5 mesh is much better than version 4. Like, it's like 3 times better, and it's even better than like the FS Global mesh that is supposedly the best on the market. That stuff is like 1 meter per pixel. I did have the tin, but I can't find it now for some reason. And like there's bumps in version 5 that are not present in version 4 when I use the FS Global mesh. So it's like, I'm wondering if their default mesh is really good, and therefore all the airports, all the landscapes, all the sceneries were all completely screwed that have their own built-in sort of, okay, this is where the mesh will sit. And like it's like texture wrapping issues basically. Because of that mesh. I might have to go back to using the old mesh just to clear all them problems off. Thought it might have been Chase playing, but it's an Orbex issue. So you see when we load in, if we do, some reason I can't get in. No, it's still loading because that hasn't frozen. That's still hopping. Let me shut these down though. Maybe that'll help. Leaving kick Rex off. See if that helps. Yeah, I just think they've updated the data for their mesh that good that none of the add-ons work now that use that data mesh information, or aren't compatible, which loads of glitches now in the sim, unless the developers update their products. And then not just update it to point the installer somewhere else, but actually update the product as well. I've noticed a few airports are sunken into the ground now. I got to Canada, and there's an airport that I got from a virtual airline for Buffalo Airways, and that's now sunken 20 feet down into the ground, whereas before it was on the normal leveled ground. But that might also be because Orbex Vector had that elevation program that could then offset elevation issues, whereas we don't use that for version 5 because the vector information for version 5 is that good. We don't need vector. But we don't have that elevation app either now. So therefore, we can't avert those issues in version 5. So yeah, I mean, I suppose, hey Richard, you might be right there, mate. Version 4.5 is much better because version 5 is that good the developers can't keep up. Do you know what I mean? You think Lockheed Martin used to flatten the area around airports, but not in version 5 due to the sloping runways? Hey, who knows? All I know is this ain't loading past the 83%. That's the second time in a row I'm trying to load something and it won't load. That's making me worry a bit. Because when I don't stream, this don't happen that often. It happens, but not that often. I think the way I'm doing my graphics card maybe might not be any good. You know, forcing my monitor into 30 hertz. I'm wondering if that is actually any benefit just for one airport. Like, I'm only doing this for the Lukla airport. That's it. But it does perform better anyway. So that's, dunno. Let's start this up here where there's nothing running. See, my cores are going crazy anyway before I even run. Let's see here what we can do about that. Let's see if we give OBS one more core and take one away from my simulator. Actually, I'll take 7 away. See what happens. Actually, that's using 0 to 4. So if I take 0 away. All the developers cannot keep up. It's that Lockheed Martin have not consulted. Well, yeah, exactly. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they have. I mean, yeah, Lockheed Martin haven't consulted any developers in order to get their products up to speed. They've just gone ahead, changed all the data, and then everyone's gone, uh-oh, quick, let's fix this quick, guys. My monitor runs at 30%, but it's the monitor 30 hertz, but it's the monitor itself. Yeah, I don't think my monitor is actually. I mean, it's obviously it's capable of doing it because it wouldn't even be an option in my control panel when I changed the I'm getting NVIDIA to do it, aren't I? I don't think this has that option anyway. I think it's a 60 hertz monitor at the end of the day. I'm forcing it to run in 30 hertz though. But then any monitor that runs at 60 hertz is 30 hertz when it's interlaced, isn't it? Because that's by nature, that's what it does. So it's not like I'm breaking it. It's not like I'm forcing it and it's going to break. They're designed to, 30 interlaced, 60 progressive. This is clicking better now. I have a feeling it's because those other programs are running. Yeah, this is running a lot more fluid now. What am I doing? Guys, this is a takeoff, a fly around, and a land again. That's it. Hey, hang on, these have all changed now. What's going on here? Where's the GA parking and all? Oh, there we go. That was weird. A little bit of a delay in the load there. Strange. Unless it's starting that thing again. Do you know what? I think I just want to monitor my system while I load this up. Right. That might have actually been the reason why as well. The time won't be in sync, will it? Between the Rex and the sim. We'll load the sim up first. We'll get that stable. Then I'll start throwing in other programs. Fix quick and fixes are full of bugs. Maybe we need a fix for the quick fixes, don't we? We need a hot fix for the hot fix. See, I feel sorry for Lockheed Martin, right? Because when people go to their forums and they start going, I can't do this, can't do that, my Sims can't do this, can't do this, they've got to filter through all them issues, right? Now, some of them issues might be self-inflicted. Might be because the user simply just doesn't know how, and it's not like it's because of the program, it's because of the user inexperience. Like me flying the 787. Yeah, it's not the 787 that was broken. It was me, because I didn't got a clue what I'm doing. And Lockheed Martin, if they were to follow every single person with every single issue, how can you make a stable system? Do you know what I mean? To please all these issues. I reckon they have to filter out and go, actually, this is a legit reason. This is a legit reason. That's because that person doesn't know what they're doing. Like, you've got to filter out all these issues and then filter out people as well. I feel sorry for it, man. It's like, yeah, man. They got a lot on their hands with the simulator community, haven't they? As opposed to take off and crash. Take off and straight down to, yeah, that was a burn. That was 787 dead. Users are using products that are not compatible. Yeah, Richard. Is your name Richard, mate? I need some proof, mate. I'm having suspicions. Why are my screens blurry in my PMDG737? Why have you got a PMDG737 running version 5? Hey Nathan, are you running version 4 or 5, mate? I'm only messing, Richard, don't worry. I had a troll who was bad mouthing me all over the internet, but then coming in here and just being very supportive but very jokey at the same time. and it was exactly the same type of humor that you've got, mate. And the way the words were put across to me, it was exactly the way you worded some of your jokes. And yeah, just reminded me of the troll. I'm not saying you are. Sometimes they must think, why do we bother? Why do they buy this program, man? Everybody just comes and complains about it afterwards. Yeah, Nathan, you run version 4 or 5? Jokes. Yeah, well, there would be jokes, but a dig. Do you know what I mean? It would be a dig. Not in a jokey way, though, but it would be an actual dig. But they were, for me, I'd say that I would be like, they're jokes, you know. But I think they were actual digs at me, this person was doing, rather than joking along, you know. Is that for you? No. I was only messing when I said that. Like, for instance, when I first went vegan, okay? And, you know, I said in a vlog, I was going to start on the 17th of January. I'm going to go vegan on the 17th of January. And this little troll in the thing was like, you pathetic. If you're going to do it, just do it. Why are you waiting for a date? You're pathetic. And I'm like, dude, that's a bit critical. Like, you know, if I'm planning to do something, I'll plan to do it in my own way. You know what I mean? But it's a bit harsh to go, you're pathetic, because rather than just doing it from the get-go, you're waiting to do it. And I'm like, well, that's my prerogative. That's the way I want to do it. You know, I want to count down to that day, and that's it. But it was a bit OTT in his response, you know. Version 5, that's what you're running, yeah? Just cracking a joke about people complaining. But oh, right, sorry. Guys, man, I'm not getting these jokes at all, man. Girlfriend says that. I got no sense of humor. Man. Hey, do you want to hear a joke, guys? I got a great one. Say yes if you want to hear the joke. And then obviously you're gonna be a part of this, so you're gonna have to be a bit quick with the old, otherwise it's gonna fall flat on its face. Yeah? You're on 4.5.1.4. Is that what it is now, mate? Is that what, seriously, is that what it was? That you having another joke, Richard? 4.5.1.4. Right, the delay between me and you guys is going to kill this joke. It's just going to flatten it, okay? So I'm going to have to, you guys have got to go, you got it. So it's knock knock, yeah? And obviously, you know, you guys come back with. But see, this delay now is killing it. It's killing it. So I'll just do it. I'll just say it. So yeah, you want to hear the joke, yeah? Okay, right. So it's knock knock. Who's there? Go fuck yourselves. You know, Tom Hanks from Catch Me If You Can. I mean, I find that funny, but you know, don't think other people do. Maybe I've just got a strange sense of humor. Maybe that's it. Suddenly the stream becomes a who's there. Man. See, I mean, do you know what? I'm beginning to think that this OBS is even, I think my whole PC is on the fritz or something. Because in OBS, it tells me how many people are watching, yeah? And at the moment, it's just gone down to 3 now. It did say 4, but it's gone down to 3. But that's not accurate, because if I go to YouTube, that's telling me 11 people are watching. And on Twitch, it's telling me that 3 people are watching. So it's like, well, that's like 14 viewers, not 3. So OBS might be giving me false, like, Or delayed information. It's either false or delayed. But it's like, you know what? My system might be just completely gone or something here. I don't know. I've got mega loading times here. Glitchy software. It's like... But when I'm using my PC for normal activities, it's absolutely fine. I was playing SnowRunner a minute ago. Honestly, have you guys tried that game? SnowRunner. It's ace. It's really fun. I think I might have to put... Whoa, how come OBS has got like all these instances open? And why is that still open? That I killed that before. That shouldn't be open. Dominate now! Oh. Oh, what did my P3D just terminate when I terminated FS? When I terminated a flight control app? That's weird. So hang on, you know what? Something's going on here. Even that shouldn't be running. Do you know what? I don't think it had shut down properly. Re-verified all your ran the repair, sorry, on P3D, re-verified all your files from Orbex, and you've got a slight performance boost. But that would just mean that any changes you've altered to your settings have just been wiped off, haven't they? So it's like a default state. Same with Orbex. Like I go into Orbex and I configure my Orbex stuff. So I go into configure for every single add-on and remove, like for instance, I remove all the boats and, you know, sailboats, and because I've got a boat global ships AI, and so that runs. Isn't that what just that would do though? You tried using OBS just to record and it killed the frames and caused blurries. Well, that's, do you know what? I think this OBS is not exactly configured like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't, nothing's using an insane high amount of CPU, you know. I mean, these two are barely using any of my CPU. Hang on, do I need it? Is there like an update or something? Whoa, what was that plane there then? Did you see that? There was a little plane down here. I'm not running my MSI Afterburner. Am I all up to date though? Yeah, all up to date. Maybe I should try this next version of Windows 2004 instead of 1909. Your CFG file is still the same. Everything looks to be the same. Scenery library the same. Makes me wonder if I had a corrupt file in the install. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I'm trying to think what it was running when I first downloaded it. I think there was, you know. So all you did was run the repair tool. You didn't reinstall, Nathan. Yeah. Shadow Play was better, but you can't do much with it. Do you know, I think I used Shadow Play once, and I recorded some 4K footage, and it looked amazingly insane. Like really good, but I don't know how to use that. I mean, I suppose it's just a case of learning, isn't it? But I just, yeah, with OBS, there's loads of things I can do. Do you know what? It might even be the amount. Do you know what? That might be it. Like, I've got loads of scenes and sources plugged into my OBS, and I'm wondering if it's maybe I should get rid of a lot of these because I don't play half them games anymore. But basically I create a scene for every game I play. That way I just need to click the button to change the scene, and I don't have to, you know, maybe I should just have one scene for everything. I'll have to have a play with that. Right, third time lucky, guys. Otherwise, that's it. It's dead. If this don't load now, goodbye. Right, I'm not running anything unnecessary. Do you know what? We can get rid of Germany because we're not flying over that anymore. We're just going around Innsbruck, so that'll do that. That was the reason probably why it was taking so long to load us. Loading the whole state of Germany. You increased your RAM usage by 1 gig when you did that. Interesting. This doesn't usually hang this much. Do you know what? I mean, this is like, guys, did the hotfix come out before or after last week's stream? Can anybody remember? Like, is this the second stream with the hotfix or the first? Because obviously my pre-streams I mean, I've still got the same amount. I've got a little bit maybe in my scenery library. Like, I've got these in, but that's it. That's all I've put in. That's not a lot. There's like 17 entries worth of stuff. You know? Whereas, like, obviously, Orbex and everything else takes up the rest. In fact, how many entries have I got? 371 now. I'm going to keep that too. Oh. Is it the time? Is that the reason why it's all messing up? Because I keep changing the time. Nah, it won't be that. Look at that, straight away, man. Flight sims are weird, so they sometimes work. Well, that's it, Nathan. You got to be a PC whiz to go play with flight simulation stuff, isn't it? You gotta, you know what I mean? You've almost, it turns you into a hacker almost. You gotta hack your own PC to get it running. Like, just to repair via the installer. Well, Nathan, I'm gonna try that after the stream, mate. All right, I'm gonna go for a flight after the stream, jot down a few numbers, do a repair on the sim. And what did you say? Re-verify everything in Orbex, mate. That's going to take ages. That's going to take forever. Global AI Ships version 2 is also... Is it? I've had it running since the beginning, Don. Like, I mean, it's not exactly... I'll have to check it out, but I've been using this ever since version... Like, this is version 4. This is the... Nothing... I haven't changed a single thing. Let's go have a look, mate. I mean, it runs perfectly, so I don't know what they've added apart from the installer. See, this is it, guys. It's like there's a massive difference between making it compatible for version 5 and then actually it being a version 5 product. So many things are just being made compatible, i.e. running the installer, and that's it. But it's like you don't need to do that. Global. Well, you can't get off the Rico website, that's for sure. Where did I get it off? It wasn't off here anyway. It was off Flyaway Simulation. That's where I got it from. Global ships. That's version 1. I'm just going to Google it now. Gosh. Man, you got a link, have you? Global ships. Version 2. FS Elite 2019. That's not current. Version 2, 23rd of March. Wait, I can't find anything about it. 19th of March. That's the latest. This is the latest post about it. 23rd of March. I mean, this is exactly what I use. Comprising all the ships from 2019, all the routes, yada yada yada. Didn't say anything about version. That's not it, is it? You might. Oh, I might need Germany South. Oh, mate, it's loading now, mate. It's gonna have to be default. Land class, sorry. Hotfix came out on the 4th. Okay, so this is the first stream I've done with the hotfix, guys. Yeah. Bingo. You got it too, Darren. Yeah, it's good at it. Honestly, and I've got the slider on 100. Like percent. I've never been able to run 100% in version 4. Right, this should work now because there's nothing maxed out. My computer ain't sweating anything. Immersion Manager. Why is that running? I've disabled that. Bingo, there's the killer. When did the Immersion Manager kick in? Have you guys got this running on yours? Because I had to disable this because it wasn't compatible. Has it suddenly become compatible for Morbex? Hang on a second. Morbex compatibility. That's gone up to 84. I think that's okay. Utilities. Nope, still not compatible. Immersion Manager. Can I not just kill that one process there? I'm gonna have to nuke the sim again. Hang on, what does it look like over here? It's like a light box. Put it there. There you go. I'm better illuminated there. I use it like a light box. Can any of you guys confirm that you've got global ships that you've got the Immersion Manager running in your sim, like when you load it up? Oh. Am I getting all the conversation here, Darren? Do you know what, man? I think there's something buggy with my system. Or... Oh. Am I not streaming anymore? When did the stream... Oh, now it's gone to green. the hell's going on? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Right, something's going on, guys. Something very weird is going on here. Well, that seems to be working okay. So I just like... Right, so this is what I see, guys, with the chat, okay? Darren's last comment, I run ships, AI ships as well, is the last thing that I saw before Richard just said no immersion manager, right? But when I look actually on the Twitch stream, right? Actually, Darren said a lot more that I have not seen, right? Because, like, here's my Twitch information. Don't know if I should be showing this, but it says here, there you go, I run AI ships as well. But then look, he's also said all this. I've not seen that. I'm wondering how much... I tried... Yeah, I saw that. I'm wondering how much of this conversation am I missing here, guys? Because this OBS ain't telling me ever. It's not giving me the full picture. This thing here is, like, glitching out or something. I don't know. Alright, I'm going to have to go... Oh, man, this is... And that's still hanging. Do you know what? I'm nuking this and getting rid of the immersion manager. Because I don't think that should be running. I haven't enabled that in my flight sim. Right, I'm gonna have to use the chats here. Can you take out immersion manager if you're not running 4.5? Well, yeah, I did. So here, let me bring up my. That's finished completely. So when Orbex, when I first started Orbex up for version 5, right, and I loaded across all my stuff. That immersion manager was in that compatibility list, right? That's why I loaded it in. It was one of the items that you could. So like I went to here, P3D, Orbex. So this is where all my version 4 stuff was. And then, I put everything in version 5. The immersion manager... Actually, no, the immersion manager did it automatically. It was an add-on. Where is it? It's not here. What? Where's the immersion manager gone? It was here. I mean, they do sell it. They don't, oh. Hang on, what? What's going on? Where's all the other stuff? Have they taken it off their, What am I using the immersion manager for, Richard? Immersion. Hang on, do you know what? I'm completely bamboozled here. Where's True Glass? Where's they had 2 other options here. They had True Glass, they had Real Glass, and they had Immersion Manager in this section here, and they don't anymore. Where's, like... They've nuked them. Seriously, like... This ain't gonna load because I've deleted version 4 off. See, look here, look. Immersion. Where's it gone? There it is. That. I got this. This is absolutely free when I got it off the Orbex site, right? And hang on, if I scroll down here. Here we go. Look, here's the other options. There it is, Immersion Manager there. Right? I got this for free when it came out, right? And this was in the list, right? As well as True Glass and Real Light, these were added automatically by the Orbex manager when I went over to version 5. I didn't add them to my add-ons. They were automatically added. See this here? This was automatically added by the Orbex app because I didn't add it. So I figured, oh, it must be compatible. And it was in that compatibility list when that list was first published. Man, I hope somebody's downloaded that list when it first got published. In fact, I think I have in one of my videos, one of my live streams. I'm so sure that I looked at that compatibility list. You'll see those entries in there. That's why they're in there. But obviously, they've been taken out because they're not compatible. Right. That's why my sim keeps messing up. For some reason, it's loading when it loads P3D. Right, well, if it's not compatible, why is it in my version 5 folder? So, shall I just cut that out and put it in version 4? See, well, version 4, it's already there. Man, I don't know what's going on. I'm just replacing that file. I don't use version 4, so that's fine. So it's going on, man. What's going on? OBS is going crazy on me. Not telling me the full story. Right, I need to hang on, give me a second, guys, here. I need to catch up on things in case I've missed anything. So Darren said you installed it by XML anyway, which is exactly how I did AI ships. So it works 100. You've got it running on 100 as well. Live all the speedboats near the coast. I mean, it looks beautiful, doesn't it, with all the ships everywhere? It looks great. You have it as well through Orbex. Don't think it's doing anything because nothing is compatible. Yes, I'm still on Twitch. See, now when I did this, my OBS had a red light and it said 0. That's why I thought I was offline. Man, what's going on? Glass and Real Light are not compatible. They will be in the... I didn't put them in, guys. My immersion went in by itself. So, okay, you had that same thing. You should be able to unlock it, untick it. Well, it won't be in there now because I've just removed it. So, let's fire up the sim. I bet you that's what was causing all the bloody problems. Because that wasn't running before. That seriously was not running before. Like, I've been checking a lot of the times I check the startup and the performance when I'm testing things, and that was not running before. This is like, that was honestly, that's why the lighting doesn't work properly in the 787. What, because of True Light or Real Light? Man, I'm wondering now if my 787 is even going to run at all. Maybe that was the secret to getting it to run, guys. Immersion is not free. No, it was free for a brief period of time when I downloaded. When I got Pressif, however you pronounce that thing, it was free. Whenever I got that, it downloaded Immersion 2 as well. But I mean, it's only got like a basic thing in it, like for rain, and that's it. But clearly causing problems. Look at that. My computer's giving me the finger. It's going like that to me. See that? My own PC's laughing at me. PC made by Matt Davies, that's why. PC's giving me the finger, guys. I'm not getting all this conversation by OBS. Right, I'm going to nuke this chat and I'm going to start it again because I have a feeling that's glitched out or something. Can't even click on it now. Something's going on, man. Oh man, I can't even touch that now. Bloody hell. Right, hang on, let's check this thing first. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. Should really shut it down and start it up again. Do you know what? I get the feeling that my sim is not my sim anymore. You know? Like, I haven't got control over my sim anymore. Version 5 takes away your control, your sim, or something, I don't know. Probably doesn't. I just... What? You just close dockable window if you'd like to show it again. Use it. I know how to do that, mate. Right, refresh that. The chat is ready to display messages. Let's hope so. Just wondering if the few CTDs are down to the... Well, that's what I'm thinking, Darren. It's exactly what I'm thinking now. Because this is running a little bit more... Click things and things happen. Do you know what I mean? Guys, what time is it? 9:10. Meant to be all done by 9. Twitch has bit it for some reason. Although it still says live. It's just one thing after another. Oh, man. Can somebody on Twitch just type anything in the chat? Because I just want to test to see. I've restarted my chat. I want to see if it's actually working. Because that's just... It was going glitchy, and so... Hey, you're right, Scoobs, mate. You trying to sleep? Oh, sorry for disturbing you, mate. I'll try and talk a little bit quieter. It's 46 degrees, mate. God, I mean, can I have some of that heat, please? Can I? Hey, mate, you're on both here. You're on YouTube and Twitch. Well, you got me in surround sound. But that Twitch chat is not coming up on my OBS. There's so many glitches in the Matrix here. Evil teddy bears rule. Right, so that chat. Oh, what's going on? Right, Darren, you're on Twitch. You're right, ACAL, mate. So I've reinstalled version 5. Well, I did it for the hotfix, yes. Okay, now I've got YouTube. So it was YouTube. Sorry, not Twitch. Sorry, it was YouTube. Oh, hang on, no, because that's both chat. That is. Why? All right, my Twitch chat is no longer appearing over there. It used to. Oh man, I've got. Stream resumed. Why? This stream is continuing, but it never stopped, did it? What the hell? Seriously, I'm about to give up, guys. Right. Go stream on Facebook. Mate, I'm not streaming on Facebook. It's just, that's even worse. Honestly. Although it can handle 2,000 people, can't it? Eh? We know that for a fact. Honestly. I think it didn't stop for me. Yeah, it has. I don't think it has stopped, but it's been reported back to me from YouTube that it has, but the counter is still going. But I don't know why it says that it stopped. What have you done to your version 5? Oh, ACAL, mate, that's the tip of the iceberg, mate. That's the tip of the iceberg, ACAL. What have you done to your version? What's worse? I need to figure out why my chat is... See, I used to have my chat and OBS coming up on both the one thing, so I don't have to keep flipping around and all this. I can just... But now it seems that it's just one on one and one on the other. I think... Man. They're both online. Chat. Open in browser. You know what? I'll just have the chat coming from both. Settings. Embed and stream. Ah. Now that's what I probably want. Whoa, they've got their own... That's weird. Sorry, I'm just learning things out about this this restream software things. You're worried about Loxley, Scoobs? Man, I haven't heard from him ever since he burned me. after that night you had a drink, mate. He came to me, you know, having a go at the missus, and honestly, he threatened her. Like, not a direct threat, but it was like, he was like, don't you dare make me mad. I was like, or what? I tried to calm him down, but he was a bit agitated, but I haven't heard from him since then. Oh, you've heard from him. He acted strange in the Discord. Oh, you mean he... Yeah. Have you heard from him since that time, though? Because I haven't heard from him since then. That's not even loading now. You haven't heard from him since either. I might have to try and ring him. I mean, let's see. Let me check the last time he was active on Messenger. That'll give us an indication. Where is his name? There he is. So last time he was on Messenger was... Oh, that's weird. It doesn't actually say. Usually says it for everyone else. Like how many minutes ago and everything. Active, like for you, for instance, you were active 9 minutes ago on Messenger. But for him, it doesn't say that. That's weird. Hey, there we go. We're loaded in. Hopefully in a default cold and dark state. Hang on, let me... There we go. Third of May was the last time. I'll send a message. You okay? See how long it takes. You message him, no response. You're right. Black Sea Ben. Hey, I recognise you. Thank you for following the channel, mate. Appreciate that. I saw that. Right. I think I've got so many glitches going on at the moment, man. Honestly, I gotta figure out what's going on. Right. I think that's working and that's working. I think my PC, ever since I've changed the setup of it, it's gone mental on me. Turn it down. Engines are running. Turn them off. Can we? FMC, display. I mean, I just want to take this off and land it again. No sounds. Oh, there we go. Right, let's kill the engine. Oh man, look at this. How old is this thing? I mean, it is an MD11. Let's cut the, can we cut the, there we go. Oh, it's on. Why is the... There we go. Kill the engines. Oh, look. Nice parking. Who parked me butt there? YouTube is very blurry. It should be alright now, Richard. Refresh your screen, mate, yeah? It should be okay now. I can't rely on OBS for messages anymore. Guys, the messaging system is breaking down a little bit. Usually everything comes from OBS for me, so it's all in one location, but for some reason, and I think it's to do with YouTube and the new way they're doing things, it's just it's like Scoobs, I might be leaving YouTube for live streaming and just do it on Twitch because it's playing up with all my software, to be honest. Like, right. Your parking is too small. Well, there we go. Take this bird to the air then. We're getting in, we're taking it to the air. Oh yeah, hang on. Darren said something about the textures. Let's have a look. Right. Textures disappear. Whoa, this runway is short. Oh, there we go. It's not too bad. Darren, where is these textures, mate, that sort of disappear? You alright, Robin? Good evening. Hope it's good. Whoa. Parking brakes are set. Is that what you meant then? The flashes then? That there? Seems to be these grassy bits here. I'll wiggle the camera. Is that what you meant, Darren? Should we start Rex up? Although the weather here looks pretty nice, doesn't it? See what happens when we do. Hang on, this is Rex running. Well, we're here at Innsbruck, and the great aviation finales are about to take place. Whoa, what's this? Scene item transform. No wonder everything's going... Whoa, what's OBS doing? Akel, this is Innsbruck, mate. This is Innsbruck, I think. First time I've been, mate. First time I've been. Hang on a second. What's this thing do? I've had this green line appear at... Oh, it's a window. That's the starting screen. That's so weird. Why is that moved? It doesn't matter where that is. Sorry guys, I'm just playing with something. And for some reason everything's gone weird on me. When you get on the runway, try looking left and right in the cockpit. Oh, it's on the runway, is it? Okay. Right. We need to get in the cockpit because that plane's going mental. I'm a bit turned around here by OBS and everything that's it's been thrown at me. Hang on, was that to my maybe he's asleep. Right, we're gonna take this bird to the air if we can. I mean, this isn't a high quality airplane here, so we can get away with bare minimal stuff here. So, in fact, I'm not even gonna use the. In fact, I'm not gonna use anything. I'm just gonna take off. All right, park and brake off. Engines alive. Give us a bit of thrust. There we go. Right, guys. I've got to explain something right now. The chat isn't coming through 100% complete. So I'm not going to be getting every single message, and for that I apologize. Darren, does it matter which runway I go to? Reinstall Windows, Akel says. Yeah, I'll just do that now, mate. I mean, I've got so much on my computer, I can't reinstall Windows. That's not an option, I'm afraid. Sorry. There we go. That's running now. Look at that sky. You just subbed. Oh, cheers, Devons. Thank you so much. Thank you. And actually, that's a good point. I'm not getting any of my alerts. I've not had one alert come through either. Mate, there's something fishy going on here. I mean, I've got them going and they're all alive. But thank you for... that's a good point, that is. Am I even logged in? Whoa, was it... No, I'm not. Hang on, let me pause this for a second. Just give me a second, guys. It's not a good day for computers. In my place, I tell you. Right. Can somebody do me a favor on YouTube or Twitch? Can somebody follow and or subscribe on YouTube? Because I want to test out my alerts to make sure they're running okay. Because I have not been getting any notifications when I should have been. And I just need somebody to hit that subscribe on YouTube or to hit that follow on Twitch that hasn't. Just so I can test this to make sure they're running okay. Because I can't trust OBS for my chat. And I'm wondering if it's nuked my alerts as well. What aircraft is this? This is the MD11, mate. Feel like I'm tripping with these textures popping in and out. What textures? Oh, these ones. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Oh, you subbed a long time ago. Oh, well, you just said just subbed, mate. I thought it literally meant you. That meant you just did it now. Gotta say, it's looking good, mind. Yeah, it looks all right, doesn't it? What's that down there, man? Like lights running down a hill, almost there. Is this a sloped runway at Innsbruck? A lot of planes. If you get on the runway, right, yeah. You just unsubscribed and you resubscribed, Andy. No, it won't work if you've already done it. I need somebody who hasn't subscribed or who hasn't followed it. If you've already done it, it's already logged that. And so, therefore, it won't bring it in. I can test them myself, I think. Hang on. Overlays in it. Let me give it a test myself. This is from YouTube for YouTube. So I can subscriber.
What? Thank you. We just become best friends. Yup.
Right, there we go. That's what it should be
Melody
like.
has just boarded the plane. Do not fear a man that spams 1,000
Although
memes.
it
Instead,
should-
fear a man that spams a meme 1,000
That
times.
double echo shouldn't be happening. Hang on. Mute the sound from that. Try that again.
What? Thank you. We just become best friends. Yup.
Okay, so that's
Amalita
that.
has just boarded the plane. Howdy, my name is Bill.
Right, that seems to be working fine now. Let me get into the cockpit because this sound's doing me head in. Oh, thank you. Right. Let's get on the runway because I'm trying to fix a glitched system as well as take this bird to the air and land it again. All I'm trying to do is land this plane at Innsbruck, guys. That's all I wanted to do. And I had a 787 all lined up, right, to do this. Oh man, this is an overshoot. This don't turn around on the spot, does it? Oh, we're way off. I hope this plane's gonna not take too long getting up to speed. Oh, this is a short run. Do you know what? I need to do another turnaround. There's no way this plane's gonna. Why is the runway popping like that? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I really do, man. This thing ain't turning as well as it should. Ugh. Come on, man, turn. Although, to be fair, I haven't got Germany South loaded, and I think that's a recommendation. I think Germany South is definitely screwed a pole. This runway texture thing, though, is a bit weird. Right. Okay, pause. Hit the brakes. We're queued up. Okay, here we go, guys. Who's ready? Why are we still moving? My brakes have come off. Oh, fuck it, man. I'm going. Honestly, you can't trust anything. I don't know what's going on. Do you know what? I fired this up before, and the 787, and it flew perfect. I put it into autopilot mode as well. Everything was great. Start a stream. It all goes to shit. I swear it's OBS. Mate, we're not going to make this. We're going to have to take it now. Whoo! Just made it. Look at that. Take it to the air, Mr. Murdoch. Right. Full power. Flaps up. We're going to take her up to, I don't know how high. We're going to take her up high. Oh, no. Look at the weather. And I'm trying to land on this. Hang on. What's the runway? I got to note something here. 080. That's the runway. Okay. Trim down a bit. Honestly, I feel like a chimpanzee, an octopus here. Oh man, we're over speeding. Whoa, hang on. What's that terrain? Hey, we're. Whoa, hang on. Is that a mountain? Or is that the cloud? No, that's the clouds. Hang on a second. 8,000 feet. I hope clearance is going to be working here. Oh, I can't see anything. Pea soup, innit? Hey, that happened quick. Where did all the clouds go? Oh, look at that. Guys. All these clouds. Oh, look at the mountains. Right. Let's bring it down a little bit. We're going to turn it around. So we want to be going the opposite of 08. Oh, hang on. Was that 08 or 06? Is this True Sky or Rex? This is Rex. Completely Rex. No True Sky enabled here. I seriously don't think I'm going to live to land this, guys. Yeah, no Rex allowed. No True Sky allowed here. Guys, I'm not going to be able to find the airport again, am I? Oh my gosh. I don't believe it, man. Right. We're going down, we're going down. Right, here we go. I can just about see something down there. Is it really this cloudy? Are the planes not crash in the mountains? And it's the only way to fly. Welcome aboard Death Airways. We're always happy to serve. Complete whiteout. I think we're skimming the map. Oh, hello. Where do they come from? Man, what's... Weather injection started. Hang on a second. That's like default, isn't it? That looks a bit crap. Oh, mountain there. Yeah, I definitely should have put Germany in. One hand on the wheel, guys. Whoa! Skim that sucker. Right. I think the runway is somewhere down in this dip bit, isn't it? I have no idea where Innsbruck is now from here, guys. Totally, you know. Can somebody do me a favor on Twitch and YouTube? Can you just put something in the chat so I can test to see if my messages are back to normal now, if they're working properly? Because they weren't before. The alerts should be working now, so if anybody does YouTube stream is breaking up, ACAL says, so that YouTube works then. Although if it's breaking up, I don't know. I mean, it says stream resume still. It's got the green bar of health. Might just have to go back to pre-recording videos. More reliable. Darren's on YouTube. Weren't you on Twitch before, mate? Twitch, we twits. Twitch, we tits. Did you see any texture faults? Mate, do you know what? I did look down the runway, but I didn't shake my head. That's the only thing. But when we land this plane, mates, we're gonna have a look. I'm more worried about texture things going on here. Look at these mountains here. Look at that rubbish that we're about to hit. Oh, there is that Innsbruck's down there. Whoop. This is where we gotta go, isn't it? Down. Where's Innsbruck gone, man? There it is, down there. We need to get down here. I'm lost completely. I have no idea where I'm going. This looks absolutely rubbish. I've got Orbex Europe land class loaded, right? And this just looks absolutely crap. This can't be land class, surely. I've got Orbex Global and Orbex land class loaded. And I can't believe that this is what this area looks like. I need to get some photoreal stuff in here. Is that Innsbruck's down there? I think we're flying over it now. No. Right, I think let's go this way here. What's my speed? Right. Guys, what do you reckon my chances of landing this at the airport are? Give me a percentage. That lasted for like 5 seconds. Man, this looks like default. 2500. Who said that? Someone's just called that 2500 when I'm at 6,000 feet. Right, I think it's got to be around here somewhere. Oh man, I can't turn my stick. Oh man, I'm really yanking this stick in my hand. Innsbruck has always been bad for loading. Well, the loading of it, I mean, surely this is loaded, isn't it? This is what it looks like, and you know. I mean, I don't know where Innsbruck is, to be fair. I seem to have kind of lost it. It seems to have disappeared on me. I thought they did, though, the Innsbruck. Didn't they do, like, all the local mountains and that as well? For Innsbruck. Hey up. Slowing right down. Man, like, they look more detailed over there, so that suggests that Innsbruck is over there. But I don't know, there seems to be a valley over there. I knew this would happen. I knew I'd lose it as soon as I've... Right. I should have just done like 3 coordinated turns and then that was it. Look at them clouds though, look at that. That's insane, isn't it? Does GSX work? Yeah. Ooh, better not mess with that. I'm flipping between the chats, guys, so if I miss anything, I'm sorry. Although, it doesn't look like anybody's on Twitch. 1 viewer, it says, but that might be me. Guys, this stream's complete burn. Look at the map. Oh, gosh, yeah, mate, thanks. Right, there it is. We're coming up on it. Right, well, we need to go left a bit first to come down into it. I need to go out to this VOR station here. So, all right, that's that. I got it. Fact. Tell you what would help if I had my old control up. It might get jittery for a second, guys, while something loads. That should be on the other screen anyway. Might turn into a little slideshow for a second. It's down there, isn't it? That's it. Well, at least we know it was that immersion manager, don't we? Right, where's Innsbruck? Is that it there? I think that map is much better than this. Kill that. Right. Whoa! Mountain! We're gonna... There we go. Right. So we're gonna circle round. Man, I'm using this map as a GPS. You think Twitch has died? Do you know what? Shall we just kill it? Shall I just nuke Twitch because nobody's on it? How can I nuke it when I'm not stream? Hang on, because I can't kill it using that. It won't work. You can't do it from Twitch, can you? All right. Well, nobody's on it, so I'll just concentrate on YouTube for today. I think though I'm gonna have to think about just streaming to one platform because this duo thing, so ever since YouTube's changed their studio, it's just killed it. Just like the 787, really. You alright? Oh yeah, can I have a beer, please? Fucking can do with a beer, guys. I'm telling you. I'm getting through it slowly. Right. So we're coming round to it. It's over there, guys. Come on, put your... what do you think I'm going to do for this landing rating? Look at that. You can definitely tell the difference between the textures and then these default ones here. These look crap. Man, I'm going to be loading up photoreal stuff for this area, definitely. You know, that stuff that we put in for Hawaii and... Oh, definitely. Let me have that. Needed that, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. Crash. Oh, thanks, Darren. Thank you so much for your vote of confidence there. Right. Twitch has definitely died, I think. Right, so it's just beyond these mountains over here, I believe. So do you know, I've never flown into Innsbruck. I've never flown over this. I cannot believe this is what it looks like. I've got global base and I've got land class for Europe, and this is what it is? Seriously? I'm appalled. Like, this looks okay because this is Innsbruck. That looks fine. I need to get some Austria stuff going. Right, we're going 300 miles an hour. That's far too fast. Reduce. Look at that. Right, here we go. Coming in for an approach now. I hope the runway doesn't suddenly surprise me down there. Ooh. Right, throttles are completely retarded. So that should no problem. Seriously though, you reckon 500 FPM? Oh, the landing rating, we're never gonna know. I didn't put self-loading cargo on to tell me the landing rating. Hang on a sec. Let me reload this. I'll reload this and this will hopefully tell me a landing rating. I'm not sure if it does, to be honest. Right. This plane, by the way, is so slow to maneuver. Right, so I'm guessing the runway is down here. So I need to go about... I'm hugging this mountain far too much. 6,000 feet. That's about right, isn't it? Right, I've got the runway on the map here in sight. It looks far better than on your setup. Really? You have something wrong. Yes, I definitely have. Oh, it looks better on your system. Sorry, yeah. I definitely have something wrong with my system. Definitely. I mean... See, Innsbruck looks fine now, doesn't it? So I'm going to like 200 and whatever miles an hour. Thank you. Right, get rid of that map. Okay, where is this runway? Right, I see it. I see it. Just round the mountain as it comes. Is this the actual approach, or 2,500? That can't be right, dude. You got your wires crossed on that one. There we go, 4,000 feet more like. Right. Is this the right approach, or should I have come in from the other side? I should have come in from the other side, shouldn't I? This is the wrong approach. Right. Well, we're gliding nicely at 220 miles an hour, so... But But we are going down, which don't really want to be doing that just yet. There it is. There's the runway. I can see it. Right. I need to start preparing here for a runway, like as in the lights. I don't even know if any of these work, to be honest. Landing lights, pit out. They should have, yeah, whatever. De-ice, man. We're in the cold climates, aren't we? Right, here we go. I know what I need to do. We're going up here. Right, wheels down. There she is. Right, let me sit up in my seat a bit. 3,000 feet. We're about to stall it.
1,000. Sink rate.
No, not yet, mate.
Sink rate.
Right. Give me some flaps. Slow down to 180, mate. That's what I'm pretty much at. Okay, we're coming in, boys. We're gonna watch this on the replay as well, by the way. Definitely want to see this on the replay. Right. Speed nuked. We're breezing our good faith here. I'm a bit too far over. I need to come over. That town's gonna get a buzz. Right, 260.
Sink rate.
500.
Lock rate.
Man, there's something wrong with the old.
Sink rate.
Ah, we're stalling. This is the first time I've ever landed at this. The first time I've ever with the MD11 as well, by the way. Give me some more flaps. And he says I'm too low. I don't know if that's true, but we'll find out in the replay. Right, speed's going. Bye-bye. Throttle back. Guys, is this the right runway? This doesn't look like the one I took off from. Right. Flare. What? What happened then?
Don't sink rate.
What, now we're taking off again? What happened there? Throttles are down. Like, why are we suddenly taking off again? I like, what? But now I've got to use the throttle now because otherwise I'll crash.
Don't sink.
Like, what was all that about?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Try that again. Man, that was literally about to land it, wasn't it? What do you reckon, guys? Oh, hello.
No.
Yeah, Twitch is dead. Your textures did the same. Oh, did they? I didn't notice anything. What happened, Darren? There's like a flickery, is there? Some jiggery pokery like glitch. I mean, to be honest, my textures look blurry as hell for some reason. But then again, I don't trust anything with my computer now. There's something going on I need to investigate. Can we do a right 180 here? What's my speed? No. Give me some more speed. We're gonna do a 180. Hang on, I'd put my gear up.
Don't sink. Don't
Ah! Ain't gonna happen, is it?
1,000. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Come on. Alright. Flaps were, hadn't even put them thingy. Right, kill the, we're coming in again. I don't know what that noise is. Full flaps, which will really slow us right down. Here we go, we're coming in.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Why is the texture so blurry? It must be because I'm streaming as well. It must be the OBS. Pull up, dude. I'm landing. Man, even the computer ain't got any faith in me.
Pull up. Pull up.
Oh, that roof is just about to get it. Look at that, eh? Look at that, guys. My gear. Did I put my gear up or down? Just went down, guys. It just went down. Look at that epic landing, guys. Reverse thrust, if it's got it. I don't think it has. Dudes, that is an epic landing, if I don't say so myself. Reverse that all the way. I have got reversers, but for some reason they're not working. Put the speed brake out. Don't think that's going to make a difference. Dudes, what do you reckon, eh? We're going to look at the playback on that. I think America should give me all the gold bullion they've got. Gold bullion, sorry, not bunion. Gold bunions. Hey, that was epic. Another happy landing. Right, seriously, we gotta watch the replay on this sucker now. Put the parking brake on. What is it again? I haven't used this thing. It's the first time I've used it. Here we are, instant replay. What do you reckon? 300 seconds long enough? Nope. And I can't go back again, so that's that, guys. I mean, look at that, look at that. Oh no, hang on, that was the first landing, guys. We got plenty of time. That was the first one where I just bounced the runway. Let's put it in spot plane. There we go, we got a bit more control there. If I lived in your Innsbruck, I'd be shitting myself to hear the MD11 coming over your house. Honestly, the dog would be leaving. Right, I don't think I can... I can't zoom out in this mode, so that's not really good, is it? I like the ability to zoom out a bit. Whoop. But then in this mode, it's like you got to chase the plane, haven't you? There we go. Guys, that was an epic landing, I think. Can't wait to watch this now. I think we need to be above the airplane, looking down. Look at that, eh? Look at this lunatic. What's he practicing for? You need more well than 4. I've got 16. Oh, the VRAM. Got 11, mate. Oh. Here we go. Coming in. Whoa! Body slam to the ground, that did. Where's that runway? There it is. There's the runway. Should we go down to it? I feel like Steven Spielberg here. See, I didn't have my gear down. Look at that. There's the runway. We're coming in. Here we go. Just clock the wheels, guys. I thought my wheels were down by this point, and I was like, oh, wheels weren't down. Look at that. Look at that. The wheels go down at the last second. Boom. Wheels haven't even deployed properly, and we touched down. Isn't it? At least 3.6 gigahertz processor. I'm nearly running on 5, mate. It's 4.9 I'm running on. 980M sounds like a laptop. What's 980M, mate? My processor is the i770. It's all in the... Nathan, have a look in the description box below, mate. It's all down there. My specs for my PC. Oh, it should be anyway. Yeah, there they are. I don't know, what's this 980 thing you're saying? I mean, yeah. It's all down there, mate. Whew. There we go, guys. Can you believe that landing?
Don't you dare.
I mean, the weather kind of bit it as well, didn't it? Because it suddenly cleared up all of a sudden. Just suddenly got a really, really good weather. So, first time I've been to Innsbruck. Like, 2016, I think 2016 I bought this scenery. First time I've flown to it. It's alright. Bought it for when I had FSX, I think. No, for version 4, sorry. I did when I got version 4. So yeah. Definitely go with a desktop flight sim, Nathan. Mate, you smoking something? I would never use a desktop for flight sim. Oh, that 980 thing was yours. I don't even know what the 980M, mate, is. Man, that just about landed it. That did. Just about, guys. And for the last time, eh? Man, it's going to be for a while, yeah, I tell you. You don't think all the other chats are coming through to you? Well, Twitch definitely ain't. Twitch has died a death, but there is one person, I think, else on there. But I don't know what... That Twitch has died. Like, I'm not getting anything from Twitch. There's no chat. There's no response from... Like, it says it's dead. In fact, let me refresh the page. It'll kill the chat, though. Like, that's gone now. But, yeah... Oh no, it's come back now. So it is going, but I don't know why the chat wasn't. But YouTube, I think I'm getting all the chat from YouTube. Don't think all the chat. Let me check. Hang on. Let me bring it up on my phone. See if it's different. Turn that down. Yeah, all the chat looks the same as it is on my screen. Definitely. Although it says video output low now. You are not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Why not? I don't know why not, because my internet speed is like, you know, internet speed test. It's ample for download. Let's see what the upload is. What I'm streaming right now is about 8 megabytes. Yep. 8.3 megabytes. That's what I'm streaming through OBS. And my internet speed test is... Whoa! Struggling at 3? What's that all about? Although, to be fair, yeah, but that's seriously low, guys, for us. Like, we usually get like 30 to 40. Or maybe 25 to 35. So, can you believe that? 3? Pretending to ignore me now. You can hear me now. That is so weird. Right, well, I better go, guys, because there's clearly something going buggy today with everything. I don't know what's going on, man. Twilight Zone I'm living in. Shut everything down here. Guys, I really thought it was gonna be a different stream today. You know what I mean? Sorry, should read red. You could. Sorry, hang on. 6-year-old NVIDIA graphics card for laptops was top notch 6 years ago. You can run version 5 with Skyforce, all Orbex on ultra high settings. But yeah, it kills. Version 5 kills all that. Yeah, I'll see you, Darren, mate, for the multiplayer. No worries. Be about between 10 and 11 in the morning. All right. That's still going, isn't it? This, oh, hello. Windows error reporting. That's in effect. That's been reporting errors. Man, I got something wrong with my PC. Cancel that. This is still linked as if P3D is running. Which it is. Oh, now it's bit it. There we go. Now that's turned off. There's like a massive lag on my computer. I wonder if it's this because I put it in 38s or something. That yawn from your missus should tell you something. Did you hear that? That's weird. Right. Alright then, guys. Well, do you know what? I can't even promise tomorrow's stream. I can't even promise it, but if it is, if it is working, I'll be here. I'll be starting like about 11ish tomorrow. Hopefully go for a flight. And do you know what? I'm determined for the 787. I'm gonna try and learn how to fly that. Basically. See you, Nathan, mate. Hopefully the sim will fix itself. Reinstall Windows, Akel says. Well, there's nothing wrong with my Windows. That's for sure. You know, I definitely know that, mate. But yeah, I've got to do some investigating tonight, I think. Find out what's going on. Just got to restart my PC, I think that's really it. I don't know what's going on, man. Read the manual. Yeah, I know you were kidding, Akel. It's alright. Right, well, I'm shutting Twitch down because that's just dead anyway. Stream alerts killed me. I don't know if anybody did need it or use it, but there we go. Right then, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll try again next time. All right. And hey, don't forget, guys, there's that nice little song to go out with.
It's your own choice. Can you hear